You're live, Monsterhearts. Take it away.
Hello, welcome to this special edition of Monsterhearts for Roll20CON 2017. I
Yay.
have here a selection of the Hot Mess Express plus special guest V Parlefoy. Thank you for joining us on this angsty teenage drama-filled afternoon, evening, question mark, depends on your time zone. But here we are nonetheless. So I would like to go around and first just introduce the players, and then we'll go back around and talk about characters. So Blue Jay, for those who don't know who Blue Jay is, what's a Blue Jay?
A blue jay is a bird. Uh, but I'm Blue Jay, the Twitch streamer, and not the baseball team and not the bird. You can find me at twitch.tv/bluejay or on Twitter. Spouting nonsense at Twitter at bluejay_712. That's me. I play video games and role-playing games for my job. It's pretty cool.
Select Jess.
Nope. Sorry. First boo-boo of the game. I'm Jess. I'm Sylvan on the internet, mostly on Twitter, but I also do Twitch streams every once in a while. People are very kind to ask me to be on their role-playing games. I have played with Trist and Rob and Blue in the Prophecy game on Misclicks. That was super, super fun. If you've never seen that, please go to the Misclicks YouTube and check that out. And I also play on Stephen Lumpkin's Pendragon game on Saturday mornings on Silent Osiris.
Rob.
I am Rob. I am at Ishtarwins on Twitter and Twitch. I don't really stream the things on my own channel, but I can be found on the Misclicks channel. I'm the operations manager for Misclicks, also their graphic designer, also the graphic designer for Roll20, the overlay. And also now designing things for Wizards of the Coast. So just all the places. But that is me. Also was on Prophecy with Jess and Blue Interest. That is, I mean, if I must say so, pretty effing hilarious. So you should definitely check it out on YouTube.
That's very funny.
It's pretty funny.
And then new to this particular crew of misfits, we have V Parlefoy.
Hi, as she said, I am V Parlefoy. I am a broadcaster here on Twitch, so I do this full time and I do all sorts of stuff, variety mostly, fitness, nutrition, all sorts of things. And I also play on Misclicks, but on Tuesday night, which we are currently playing Devotion right now. And yeah, so Tuesday night D&D, and happy to be here and hang out with you guys.
Yay. So with this illustrious crew of high school misfits, we'll be playing Monsterhearts. Each of our players here has a character that is a little teenage monster, probably also a little shit, because real talk, teenagers can't help it. I'm sorry, it's true. Also, Blue Jay can't help it, aside and apart from her not being a teenager anymore. Look. Don't act like you all don't know. Anybody in chat that's surprised does not know Blue Jay. Let's be real. But here we are. So Monsterhearts is a game that's about people. Fundamentally, it's about people that have very poor impulse control over their emotions, their attractions, their supernatural abilities, don't like authority, you know, basic teenager business, with a little spice thrown in. So what we're going to do to kick off Monsterhearts, we're going to do some character introductions. Everyone here has the basics of who they're going to be. They've got their name, their look, a little bit of their origins, their moves and stats and such like. I'm making that up right now. Such like.
It's a word.
Tell all your friends.
Like
but I'm going to interrogate them a little bit about their histories and generate some shared narrative space for us all to play in. Let's start with Blue Jay.
I thought you were going for that sweet segue when you referred to me as also a little shit. Like, I saw it coming and I was like, She's talking about little shits. This is the sweet segue into Blue Jay time.
I feel like
There
this
should
is my
just be,
time.
like a blue jay skin, because you are a supernatural thing of terrible beauty and horror.
Yep, that's me. That should have been the introduction. Why do we do this now?
I don't
Anyway,
know. Change your tagline.
for Monsterhearts, I'm gonna be playing the skin the vampire. My name is going to be Serica Ray, pronouns she, her. My look is old-fashioned, hungry eyes, and taken this century. I think that was all about my look and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm really excited. Serica was taken in the 1950s when she was 16 in the back of this sweet car, and then the vampire that changed her just ditched, so she had to figure it all out by herself. But
Ooh,
yeah.
rude.
Mm-hmm.
Is that vampire, like, do you have any contact with them since?
It could be really interesting if, like, couple decades into the change, I ran back into him and maybe like they tried to explain themselves, but I hadn't thought that far into it. We could definitely make that happen. I could be down.
To ask him questions, do you have a name for this person, this faithless vampire master?
I can get one real quick. Let's see. His name was definitely real simple 1950s boy name. It was Johnny.
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny be good.
Johnny be good.
John be trash.
Johnny be heck to trash.
Johnny be fucking up.
Yeah, Johnny. Yeah, he's rude. He's a rude guy.
Yeah. So since the 1950s, you've been haunting high schools. Like, what has your MO been since then?
I feel like in my perception of vampires, they kind of don't age mentally past the time when they were changed. So Serica, even though she's been around for a while, she's still very much in the headspace of a teenager. And the way that she learned how to hunt for, blood is the way that she was changed. So she pretty much just like haunts different high schools throughout America and just like seduces people in the backs of cars to feed off of them. Like that's her MO. So it's really easy to do in high school.
How long have you been at this particular high school? For all 4 years?
If this is our senior trip, I probably take 4 years. I don't think that I do year to year to year. There's not enough high schools in the world for that, right? Yeah.
So since you've been in this high school for 4 years, do you have a reputation? Is there some trail of bodies that hasn't been discovered yet?
I mean, I have hypnosis, so I can make people like forget that I fed off them. And I mean, if the move works, so I'm guessing that I don't have like a bad girl reputation. I'm seeing like high school cheerleader, like popular kids, like very easy to go up to people and be like, hey, you want to go do something together? Not the like, ooh, people disappear around her kind of vampire.
Yeah. So if you're a popular kid, do you have a clique?
Heck yeah, I do. And they're all like, I feel like they used to be like up and coming jocks, smart kids, like they had their shit together, but their mind has been addled so many times from being around me that now they're kind of just like barely skating through.
Oh, so you've got like the ditzy popular kids, and through no fault of their own.
Nope.
You've made them this way.
They were probably like real, like promising, but now they're just like mindless cheerleaders, jocks. They don't. Yep. I fucked them up. I did that. That was
rude.
me.
What's the one that's most loyal to you? What's their name?
I feel like it's actually probably kind of weird. Like there's one human that I don't like. I very intentionally like don't feed off of her. Like she's like my friend. And I think that we might hang out a lot of times, but it's definitely not like when I'm hanging out with my clique. She's like kind of separate from that. I think.
Please have a side chick.
What?
I said, please have a side chick. Like
I guess she's my side chick. I mean, I was thinking it could either be an NPC or it could be one of the PCs, right? Like someone I actually enjoy hanging out with. I don't know. We haven't done strings yet.
Yeah, we'll get to strings once we know who everyone is.
Yeah, so it could be an NPC if you wanted.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Okay. I would like it if it were a PC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of these other three,
Yep.
you hang out with, you're close with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who feels like, based on what they know of their character, that they would hang out with Sarita?
If it's not anybody, that's fine. I can make an NPC.
Somebody be Boucher's friend.
She might be a little like too cool for me. I don't know if I'm that cool.
But that's kind of the point, is that you don't hang out with my clique. Like
Yeah.
you're not like visually a cool kid. I just like want someone that's not been hypnotized by me 100 times.
You're like secret friends.
We're like,
You're doing the high school thing. where
I
you're
feel
secret
like
friends.
I wouldn't be hypnotized by you being a fae.
no, that's probably true. Maybe that's why we hang out. Cause
Yeah.
I mean, the role would prove whether or not, but maybe I haven't tried because you're a fae.
Well, I'm really sweet, but like as far as like, you know, if you promise something to me or I get people to do things. So I'm kind of manipulative too.
Maybe that's why we
Yeah.
like each other. All right. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's V's character is my bud.
Nice.
Friends with Luna.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awesome. Who in your high school do you just really fucking hate?
Ooh. Did you want to do this, Rob?
No, you can
you
pick
wanna?
whatever you-
Because you seem to be so fond of hating me.
Oh no, no! I thought you meant something else. No, no. It's up to you.
Okay. Because I would like to play against the vampires and werewolves hate each other thing.
You don't know what I haven't said what I am.
I feel like there's someone that I tried to hypnotize and failed who kind of suspects me, kind of knows what's up, and they are the person that I hate. It's probably I'm guessing they're not a popular kid because it would be too odd to have them try and mix in with that group. So it's probably someone who's on the outskirts, like maybe
An outcast kid.
Yeah, an outcast kid who kind of suspects that I'm not what I appear to be.
This kid will be named Eddie.
Eddie. Poor Eddie. I'm probably gonna have to kill him.
Eddie might not make it, but he's gonna be
His name's Eddie, so that's probably a good thing.
Eddie might not make it. Eddie's a red shirt.
I was just about to say we're already starting to list up some red shirts here.
All right. And one last question for you. Would you like to name your high school?
Ooh. I think it's the Franklin Monroe High School.
Franklin Monroe High. All right. And now to the lovely Jess.
I am playing a witch named Cordelia. I didn't bother giving her last name, but if it comes up, we can say something random. Maybe chat can give me an idea. Pronouns her, she. She has a guarded look and smirking eyes, and she's a pagan initiate. So she wasn't always a witch. She's an actual teenage girl who goes to high school, and she found in her photography classroom in the corner of the dark room under a bunch of like dusty old shit, she found this like really weird old janky iPod, and it had a weird pentagram carved in the back of it, and for whatever reason it never needs to be charged. So she's like, okay, whatever, this is kind of old school, but I guess I'll try it. And she listened to it, and there's just this whispering voice, very quiet, sinister voice of a vengeful sounding man, just rattling off what sounds like hexes and rituals. And she feels compelled to try them. And she's tried a few. And they've had varying degrees of success. And she's a good kid. She has good intentions, but she's constantly fighting this urge to abuse this new power that she has from her magical iPod.
Does the narrator of your witching
My
books on
podcast.
tape? Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
do they have a name, or you have no idea?
I have no idea what the name is.
Sinister.
But it's a
indeed.
male voice that sounds like not a happy guy.
Mm. When did you find this in your high school career? Like, what year were you?
Let's just say freshman year.
Okay. Like early
Photography
or late?
101.
Nice.
Early or late in the freshman year?
Second semester.
Second semester, of course. I feel like you had a friend that came to the same high school with you from middle school. And once you found that iPod, you guys haven't been as close as you used to be. Who is that person?
Yeah. Megan.
Mm.
Yeah, we were real tight. We had sleepovers all the time, and then I don't really know what happened. We got distant. Maybe I got distant.
Yeah, she keeps telling you you've changed, but you don't feel any different.
Mm-mm.
Maybe she's just jealous.
Yeah, totally.
There is a boy that's very interested in you. I don't know how you feel about him, but there's a boy.
I don't either.
What's his name?
What's
he like?
Is this Zachary? Rob?
I don't know. It can be if you want it to
I don't
be.
know. You said something about your character having a crush on me. So, do you want to do that?
I mean, he could, but it doesn't have to be the same person.
Okay. Well, let's just make up a different person then, and then maybe you can fight for my love.
That's reasonable. That's
yeah. Jake.
And what kind of boy is Jake? Is he a jock boy, an arty boy, a nerdy boy?
He is he's a theater kid, but not like one of the ones that's actually in the productions. He doesn't usually get that far.
Stagehand kid?
Yeah.
Tech crew kid? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Prop painter.
Prop kid.
Yeah, prop kid. I'm putting that down in my notebook right now. Jake, prop
Soft
kid.
boy.
Soft boy indeed.
Yeah.
Poor Jake. Jake
Poor
makes
Jake.
eyes at you all the time. Are you into it? Do you feel awkward about it? Is this
If it's something that I notice, I probably feel pretty awkward about it.
Awkward crush boy, Jake.
Yeah.
Poor thing. So who is the last person you cast a hex on and why? Or tried to cast a hex?
Wow. I want to say one of my teachers was just like giving me shit about something that didn't even have anything to do with school. It was one of those things where it's just like an old crotchety teacher that doesn't actually appreciate teaching or children. And I think they like said something nasty about my clothes or my hair or something. And it was subtle. It was, I think probably say it was an English teacher. And I laced one of the pages of her book with a little bit of itchy stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, and she's a little itchy for a couple days. Nothing too scary.
Not too bad.
Not about that life.
Yet.
What's this teacher's name?
Mrs. Hennessy.
Mrs. Hennessy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Popping the Henny.
Yeah.
This is Hennessy.
How
about it. Cool. Who's the last person you tried to help?
Ooh. I wanna make this a player, I think. I don't know. Do we know that each other are monsters?
Up to you guys.
Are we aware of this?
Nobody
mean-
surrounding you guys knows, but it's up to you between each other.
I think it's pretty like scary that you have pretty much like a decades-old killer at the school. I don't think that I would advertise or try and let people
Yeah.
know.
Probably not.
So I don't think that I would be someone that tells people stuff, but it's definitely like you could oversee something like that.
I mean, I feel like because my transition's relatively new as well. Well, new, and my character's been over the past probably 5 months or so been acting not really quite as he used to, like lashing out a little bit more. And I don't want to speak for you, but maybe like we were friends up until like middle school, and then kind of like separated a little bit, and then you've noticed that I've started to like freak out or whatever
Hmm.
for some reason or another. If you want the person that you've helped to be a PC,
Yeah, I
we
do.
could look.
I think that would be cool. Yeah, so maybe I noticed you, not like literally wolfing out, but
Right.
just getting like feeling really aggressive when I know that that wasn't your character when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I just like teen to teen, not necessarily with magic, have tried to approach you and be friendlier to you and, you know, have your back more.
Yeah. And my character definitely appreciates that in his current mindset.
Cool.
Speaking of which, let's talk about Rob's character.
Okay. Segue. My character is a newly afflicted werewolf. His name is Zachary Binks. Zach for short. He was a regular guy up until the summer before senior year, when he went on a camping trip with a couple of friends, and when attempting to get a really cool Instagram picture with a wolf pup
As you do.
was, as you do, while we were camping in the woods, there was this like lone little by itself wolf pup, and you know that's fucking awesome. So to get that sweet Instagram post, I tried to take a picture with it, and it fucking bit me, the little asshole. So since then, it was fine at first, like it was no big deal, it was cool, it's whatever. But since then, I've definitely sensed heightened emotions. Definitely a little bit more aggressive in my general demeanor than I used to be. You know, through elementary school and middle school, I was kind of the scrawnier, not really picked on, but just kind of in the back, just kind of wanting to just be ignored kind of person. And then after realizing in middle school that wasn't really going to work out too well because I was still getting picked on, I decided to try to figure out what I could do to be popular, because the popular kids don't get picked on. They can just coast around.
I mean, you don't think they get picked on.
Right. This is
Always
what his
bigger fish.
mindset was anyway. So he joined the wrestling team at freshman year in high school. So, you know, he kind of just did that. He was doing it more so just to kind of get better social status at the school. But since I was bitten, I've kind of started to actually care about it and want to win, and felt the urge to really need to win. This kind of primal urge to, for lack of a way to better put it, come out on top. So
Just releasing your inner alpha. We
yeah.
got you.
And then so when I came back for senior year, I was kind of like a lot, I guess physically different, I guess you could say. I was not exactly physically the same as I was when I left the previous spring. I definitely moved. I definitely grew a little bit in size. I was certainly a few weight classes heavier than before summer. and the teammates thought I was kind of started to take stuff and be on things. So in order to prove them wrong, because I knew that I wasn't, I definitely peed in the cup and proved them all wrong, that I was not on any kind of
Yeah, you're just a late
artificial.
bloomer.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, it's what do boys do in high school except get
Yeah.
taller and hairier?
And that was
Joking.
definitely happening. So yeah, I mean, I think they were just all more so pissed because I started to win a lot more. I wasn't really ever cared about winning, and I just kind of started kicking everybody's ass on the mat. And you know, they just got jealous clearly. So yeah.
Yeah. So who's your friend that's on the wrestling team that was on that camping trip with you? They've noticed above and beyond your physical changes, maybe your personality is changing in ways that they don't quite understand.
Yeah, Mike and I have been friends for a real good long time. And he kind of had the same idea that I had going into high school, that he wanted to join the wrestling team at that point too. But he actually cared when he started joining the wrestling team, or when he joined, he actually like really ended up actually getting into it a lot sooner than I did, obviously.
Is he jealous that you're starting to catch up and surpass him?
No, I think he's a good guy. I think he's always kind of pushed me to care more about things, and that especially he's kind of always wanted to kind of motivate me. So I think he's happy with the increase in motivation. Maybe not so much with my change in emotional spikes, but
it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like Mike was like the number one person defending you when people thought you were taking steroids.
Yeah.
Mike was loyal. He knew deep down that you would never do such a thing. You're an honorable wrestler. Who's your coach?
Coach Willis.
Is he a hard ass? Is he encouraging? Does he care?
He's one of those guys that's like pretty much a douche because he feels like he has to be to keep everybody in line and keep them motivated. But like everybody knows deep down, if you had an issue, you could go to him if you wanted to like talk to him about something.
Very tsundere wrestling coach. Got it. Who's the person that you've had your eye on?
Well, there used to be this girl, Jessica, and we were in art class together. But that was before the episode. And now with the situation that I'm realizing and kind of recognizing that I'm in, I'm trying to consciously distance myself from people that I care about because I don't want to like hurt them.
Is she confused about this?
I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I know if she knew that I liked her.
Okay. But definitely your relationship changed abruptly.
Yeah.
And you also started getting better at wrestling and being more popular. So she might be a little like, really? Damn.
Yeah.
So she feels a bit as if you've left her behind. But she doesn't know it's for her own good. In a very real sense. So we've mentioned briefly before about Nate. Who is Nate? Why do you fucking hate Nate? Please explain to the class.
Nate is a fucking fucker. Nate is the captain of the wrestling team. The person that was in charge of the witch hunt against me, people accusing me of being on drugs. I've now whipped his butt on the mat 3 times since the beginning of the school year, and I should be captain of the wrestling team. So fuck Nate.
Fair enough. Is Nate a rich kid too?
Yeah. Yeah.
His parents are very influential. That fucking guy. Every school has one. All right. What else? Who's scared of you?
Who's scared of me? a lot of people, I would guess.
Wow, you just have like this new like aura.
Yeah, I mean, nobody was before, but like now they're kind of like, all right, this dude has some mental issues.
You have a
And
reputation.
I think I like popped off one too many times at somebody, just kind of like for the littlest thing. So now they're kind of like, but the situation is that I'm kind of self-aware about it, so I then try to like be extra nice when I have it under control to like counterbalance. So I don't know if people just think I'm bipolar or what, but um so I mean I wouldn't say like the whole school is scared of me, but there's definitely people that I guess tiptoe around me.
They're careful around
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right. I think I'm good on that. And then let's talk about our Fae. V. Parleflois, please introduce your character.
I am playing a Fae. Her name is Luna. You can pronounce her by she or her. The look of her, she's kind of mysterious, has mesmerizing eyes, and her origin is that she was Fae-born. She is really pretty and really sweet, but if you cross her, she definitely lets you feel the wrath of a Fae. She comes from kind of a broken home. I don't know necessarily that anybody would know this because she does have a bit of mystery to her. But the whole thing with her broken home is that her father actually left them when she was younger, and he promised that he was going to come back, and he broke the promise, therefore leading to her mom dying from a broken heart. So with her being in the school, she's actually, she doesn't live with her parents, but nobody knows where she lives or who she stays with. She kind of disappears at the end of the day.
Very, very mysterious. So were both of your parents Fae?
Yes, they were.
Okay. How old are you in human years?
In human years, I'd be 17.
Okay, so you look 17, but you're actually like
probably a good couple hundred years old now.
Couple hundred years old now.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you like Serica in that you bounce around high schools, just kind of?
I would say so, yes. If after I've been there so long, I would be bouncing around because you don't want to look like you've been there forever. But I stay very young looking. I don't age at all.
Of course, of course. Okay, so who was the last person in your high school to break a promise to you, and what was it?
Ooh, I probably would have been the last person I dated. And they just seemed really sweet and nice. And I was like, okay, this is really awesome. And like, they ended up trying to use me. And I think later they tried to also lie to others that they did stuff with me that they didn't. So they definitely felt the wrath from me. They ended up disappearing pretty soon after that. Never to be seen again. But you would never suspect it was me because I still had a sweet smile on my face the whole time.
And what is this person's name?
This person's name was John.
John's gone. No one ever found John again. Are you the type of girl, like I feel like you might have a reputation of dating people and saying we're gonna be together forever, and you like really mean it?
Yes.
Yeah,
I take people at their face value. Like if they tell me they're going to do something or that they care about me or love me, I'm like, okay, you do forever. And then
like literally forever.
Yes, forever.
So I feel like there's a slight reputation of, oh, Luna's like really pretty and hot and everything, but be careful.
Sure.
I think
That's
so.
anybody she's gotten close to, which she
Mhm.
hasn't gotten to close to anybody in this new school yet. So nobody really knows that quite yet. But in older schools, definitely.
So John is missing from a previous school?
John is missing from the last school, yes.
Okay. Awesome. Outside of Serica, do you have any other close friends?
I think because of Zachary is a nice guy, so I think like I talk to him sometimes because he's really easy to talk to. But other than that, I think I kind of am so mysterious and kind of to myself that I'm like in my own little world, my little mystical world, kind of whimsical everywhere.
So who's trying to get close to you?
Would
There's
this
a
be
person that like really wants to be your friend and like you keep ghosting them and they're not quite sure why.
Does this have to be a player character?
Either or, it's up to you.
I would say is there anyone that feels like they would want to be close to me?
I mean, I feel like Serica has managed that.
Yeah.
I think maybe Nate wants to date you.
Okay.
Oh.
I think Nate is super into it. You're the prettiest girl in school, and Nate's like, well, obviously we need to be together because that's how high school works, and I don't understand why she won't talk to me.
Okay.
Little does he know.
Little does he know.
Okay. Is there anyone in this school that you feel protective of?
I think because we have similar histories of having to bounce around, and I probably feel a little protective of Serica, who also has to kind of protect their identity as well.
Makes sense.
And the fact that it wasn't really her choice when she was turned. Like, just like it wasn't my choice for my dad to walk out.
There's some kinship there.
Yeah.
There is somebody in this school that just gives you like a bad vibe every time you get close to them. Who is it and why? It's just some kid. Maybe they're a little creepy. Maybe they just stare at you a lot in a way that makes you uncomfortable. Maybe they pull the wings off of butterflies for fun.
Okay. I think that would be Kate. And Kate, she's very pretty as well. A little weird though, and she just kind of like, she's just kind of mean-spirited, and I don't like that she's mean-spirited to people.
Okay. So I've got some names here. It has come to my attention that V, you need to pick a stat line for your character. On the PDF of your character sheet, there should be some options for stat lines. I'm looking for it now.
I'm sorry, I'm not seeing it.
Let's see, looking for the fade. There we go, found it. So you see in the bottom left corner of the sheet with all of your moves?
On the character sheet?
On the PDF of your skin.
Okay, yeah. Oh, moves.
You see the line of stats?
Yes. Oh, okay, I'm
You
sorry.
need to plug one of those into your character sheet.
Got it, sorry.
No problem, easily fixed. While you're doing that, let us all glance upon this magnificent two-dimensional bus that I've drawn for you painstakingly.
Yay, art.
This is the best bus I've ever drawn in my life.
Mhm,
You've
mhm.
drawn multiple buses.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta draw a bus. This is a fantastic bus. But anyway, um, this
The
bus.
squares on the bus go crunch, crunch, crunch.
So this bus is substituting for our class seating chart because you guys are on your way to your senior class trip. It's the end of the year, you're about to graduate, and your physics teacher, Mrs. Chambers, wants to take you to the amusement park, give you a worksheet that has some physics questions, but it's all a ruse for taking you to the amusement park and spending that budget because the money doesn't roll over. You got to max those out. So Miss Chambers is seated in the front of the bus. Opposite her is your assistant principal, Mr. Lowell, who is the second chaperone to this amusement park. Who's seated in the back of the bus? Oh, wait. That reminds me, before we get into this bus situation, we need to do strings.
Yeah.
I always forget one step when it comes to these games. I'm terrible. Apologies. So let's go in the same order and do our backstory strings.
Okay.
So everybody open your character sheet. This is my character sheet thing. Where it says plus add under strings, you'll want to add the character names of the other 3 people playing.
Okay.
So
Naja, I know I get 2 sympathetic tokens, so does that mean I only have 1 string, or do I still have?
It says under your backstory.
Yeah.
It says what string?
You start with 2 sympathetic tokens. Okay, and then 1 string, I'm guessing.
I'm trying to find your character sheet. Hold please.
So my sympathetic tokens allow me to like hex people.
Yeah, it says under the sympathetic tokens move that they count as strings. So
yeah,
make sure you add them under the sympathetic tokens part of.
Okay.
Okay, everybody have the other characters' names underneath or added to the character sheet?
Yep.
All right, let's start in the same order with Serica.
Okay. So am I putting down the strings that I have on people or the strings?
The
okay.
strings that you have on people.
So your backstory, you're beautiful, gain a string on everyone.
Okay.
And then someone once saved your unlife, they gain 2 strings on you. So
who's done this?
I definitely think from the way that there's 2 ways to do it. There's the like very obvious, the way that we've talked about it. Luna already knows what's up with me and that we're very similar. There's also the like one of the other characters might have saved my life without realizing it. And so I owe them, but I haven't told them my secret or anything. Which I think is more interesting. So I'm going to say like, maybe here's a good one. Maybe what's her name, Cordelia hexed someone and like didn't realize that it like maybe it like smelled off to me and so I didn't feed from them, and then turns out like they were actually like real bad news. And so it saved me but she didn't know that it like whatever. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you feel like, and Cordelia, do you accept this?
Yeah, sure.
Bit of backstory. So you feel like you owe Cordelia even if she doesn't know.
Yeah, even if she doesn't know, I feel like I owe her for like saving my ass.
Okay, so Cordelia, add that you have plus 2 strings on Serica. And for people that don't know, strings are used to influence the actions of other PCs. So it's like leverage. We'll get into the mechanics of it the first time we have to use one. Cordelia.
Yes.
So as discussed, you start the game with 2 sympathetic tokens. These are items of personal significance taken from others. What are they? Who did they belong to? And how'd you get them?
I'm just like weird and sneaky. And I don't know, I like don't like pickpocket. I'm not like a bad person, okay? I'm very interested in my new spells, and certain people in this school are very interesting to me. I can sense that they have some sort of like bizarre power that I don't understand, but I'm drawn to them for some reason. So I take little souvenirs from people. It's not weird. It's not weird at all. It's just the thing I do. And I think I want it to be Luna and Serica for my 2 sympathetic tokens. And I'm thinking my token from Serica has something to do with her string on me, where I like helped her in some way. So do you have any ideas of like what like a object or like a
So what is it? What does a token have to be? It's like a small object, or
it's like a
significance to you.
yeah.
I feel like so it was probably like maybe it was at a school dance, right? And I
Okay.
was about to like usher someone away at the same time that you were like and hexed or whatever. And maybe I like dropped something as like oh, I actually have to go, like to get out of the situation because I realized what was up. And like maybe it was like oh God, it's this, you know how in the 1950s you were going steady if you like gave someone your pin?
The like pin,
Corsage?
yeah.
It was like a pin that like I had from my like mortal 1950s boyfriend that he gave to me when we were going steady, and I dropped it and I don't know where it is.
Oh, I got pinned.
And you have it.
Okay.
That's vexing. Who is this bad news person that Cordelia saved you from? What was their name?
Oh gosh. It was probably one of my I don't know why they were bad news, but I feel like it was one of my like coterie, one of my like ditzy cheerleader jock types. It was probably this, like, she's probably a transfer student. She's probably not as like hypnotized as everyone else. Her name is Sam. And she just kind of had been in the same ditzy cheerleader group at her old school. So she kind of like just bust her way into this group, like saying, this is where I fit, this is where I belong. And I don't think that, like, I kind of treat these people like I own them. And so when she fell in with them, I just was like, ah, yes, another one of mine. And I didn't look into it too deeply. But she's actually like
something's off about her.
Yeah, something's off about her.
What made you hex her, Cordelia?
Why'd you hex Sam?
My God. I mean, well, like off how? Like mean off?
She probably seems just as ditzy and cheerleader-ish as all the other people I hang out with all the time. But she's probably not what she seems.
Maybe she's a vampire hunter.
Maybe she says shady stuff without realizing that she's being shady.
She Liliandra.
Like, yeah. She can't keep her mouth shut. She's just like complete chatterbox and like says shit that's offensive, and like maybe she doesn't realize it. Maybe she's just like trying to get attention and she wants to be heard. And she doesn't notice she's being rude at times, but she probably said something like really just not nice about someone else. And one morning she woke up and she couldn't talk.
Nice.
And that saved my ass because she couldn't talk about a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sam doesn't know quite what happened to her or even what almost happened to her, but shit at this new school is not right. She knows that much. Okay, so so you got a sympathetic token from Serica. How did you get
Serica,
your
yes.
sympathetic token from Luna? What is it?
Luna, yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know. You're like super like pretty and mysterious. So maybe I just took like, I don't know, like like I was really envious of your nail polish or something. I don't know. Like
Maybe
I
you
don't
took
know
some of
how-
my fairy dust.
oh, would I have access to your fairy dust?
Maybe it just looks like
Ooh.
glitter and you thought it was some of her
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
just
do.
like this really gorgeous like loose eyeshadow, and I was like, yeah, and I took it.
Yeah,
but
I have
it's really,
little
like-
vials of it that I'll wear. So
Yeah,
maybe
I love
one
that.
day.
I love that. I took your fairy dust.
Fairy dust. You're like, oh, this eyeshadow is dope. I want to keep this in my collection. Also, it has weird magical powers? Question mark.
Also, I put it on as a highlighter, and I feel super weird now.
Yeah. Will bewitching.
Yeah, and then
Thank you.
my string is one of the others caught me rummaging through their friend's stuff but hasn't said anything. And I want that to be Zach. And I think it says friend, but I would like it to be, I forgot his name. What's the asshole's name?
Nate?
Nate. I took something out of Nate's backpack and you saw me do it. So
Sure keep
maybe
it
it's
for
like,
yourself.
I don't know, like a fucking like tube sock or something.
So Zach has come to his own conclusions about why that even happened, but
Yeah.
isn't saying anything. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm just
Don't
not going to
take-
talk about that.
Don't take the Teen Boys tube sock. Just go pick some.
You don't know what I have planned. Yeah, so you
Just-
get a string on me.
Yes. So at
All right. So that's the only one that I should have currently. Is that correct?
currently, we are going to do your strings next. So, what does your backstory say for strings?
My backstory says I lack subtlety. Give a string to everyone. So I guess everybody just automatically gets one.
Wow.
And the second part is you've spent weeks watching someone from a distance. Their scent and mannerisms are unmistakable to you now. Gain 2 strings on them.
Is that why are you stalking them? What's that about? Please explain.
Wait, isn't he stalking me then?
Hmm?
Because didn't you say he was interested in me?
No, that was
Nate.
Oh,
That was
Nate. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
the guy that's walking around with one sock. I mean, I feel like I'm trying to decide if I want it to be Cordelia or Serica. Cordelia would be because I've just kind of since the transition kind of begin to reappreciate her, I guess, from our distancing. I mean, does it have to be? It doesn't have to be somebody that I'm. Does it have to be a positive?
What's
You could be
the
watching them for whatever reason.
Yeah, it just says you've spent weeks watching someone from a distance, their scent and manner. No, I think I'm gonna go with Serica because she is friends with all of my other jock friend people, but I'm not that big of a fan of her because I can kind of see how they've changed a little bit over the past 3 years or so. And now that my senses and kind of things like that are more heightened, I've kind of become more aware that it's a little strange that
It's fine. It's just puberty.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
it's all puberty. Yep.
so I think I'll go that route. I'll go that route actually.
Okay, so
Okay.
you gain 2 strings on Serica.
Okay.
And then we've got Luna.
Well, I wear my heart on my sleeve, give everyone 1 string, so everybody gets a string on me. And then it
Okay.
says I've captured somebody's fancy, gain 2 strings on them.
Ooh, who's into Luna?
I think you said Nate was, right? Or is this
Well,
player
Nate is, but
character?
we need
This is just player characters.
Okay. Captured somebody's fancy.
Who's into it?
I mean, I could definitely like go for that one in so much as that we've been hanging out. Maybe you're like the first immortal person that I've met that's not like,
Scared of you.
yeah.
Or like,
Well, I mean, that's not a vampire, right? Like maybe I'm just like, you're not a vampire, but you're like, we've probably talked about stuff. Like,
yeah.
game recognizes game. Like I was I was just like somewhere along the line we recognized that we were both of a similar type, but you are not a vampire, and so I'm very curious about your type of immortality. So yeah, maybe you have strings on me.
Okay. 2 strings on Serica.
Yep. Okay, we did that thing. Back to this very excellent bus. I'm very proud of. So yeah, you're on the school bus to your senior class trip, and I will return to my initial question: who's sitting in the very back of the bus?
I'm sitting in the back
Who is?
with
I'm sorry.
somebody.
Oh, Luna, definitely. Who else is cool enough to be in the back of the bus with Luna?
Do the cool kids sit at the back of the bus still? Is that a thing?
Serica's
always.
sitting with me.
Yeah, I'll be sitting.
Luna, Serica?
Yeah.
I feel like, are you guys partners for this field trip? Are you the buddies of the buddy system?
Yeah.
Okay. So Luna, Serica, seated across the aisle from you is definitely Nate.
God.
Yeah.
Can't get rid of Nate.
I feel like Nate is buddies with I feel like it's very unfortunate, but Nate is buddies with Jake, the awkward drama kid.
Oh, no.
Who hates that?
Yeah, so Jake's just kind of like squeezed up against the window, like looking out determinedly, not trying to interact with anybody on that side of the bus.
Oh, Jake.
Who's sitting in front of you, Luna and Serica?
Oh, definitely some of my like clique, right? Like some of
Okay.
my maybe I mean, I think that from what we said, like I'm probably a little distant from Sam, but there's 2 other members of my clique. Who were some names of wrestling boys? Was Nate the only one we named?
I have Nate and I have Mike.
Mike is sitting in front of me. Mike and wasn't Jessica another person?
Well, Mike
Jessica.
was gonna sit with me, so I can sit in front of you if you want.
Okay,
I mean,
sure.
So it's
I'm
Mike
also
and Zach.
I'm also a jock too, so
Yeah.
it's I technically would be in the back usually. I don't want to sit by Nate. That's all.
That's fine. You're across
Understandable.
the aisle.
So yeah, I'm by the window.
Across from you, Zach, is the outcast kid, Eddie.
Oh, Eddie.
I feel like Eddie is seated with who is this outcast kid seated with? He's definitely like keeping an eye on Serica because he suspects something's off.
Wait, which one was Eddie?
Maybe he's sitting with Sam.
Oh, Sam. Eddie is the outcast kid who suspects who Serica or what Serica is.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And he's got
Eddie's
his
the
eye.
red shirt.
Yeah, he's the red shirt. He's got his eye on Serica. He's like got his always turned over his shoulder looking at you. It's
And
really
Sam is
unpleasant.
totally encouraging like him to be like, she's totally like putting down any dirt that she has.
She
Mhm.
would.
Yeah.
Mhm. Trifling. Cordelia, where are you seated?
I am seated in front of Mike and Zach.
Okay. And who's your buddy for the field trip?
I guess Megan, my
Hmm.
like kind of estranged middle school friend.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, she's definitely uncomfortable like having to interact so closely with you again after your like friend estrangement.
Mhm.
This is either
It's
gonna
always
make it or
weird.
break it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the last ditch effort for you guys to be friends as far as she's concerned.
Mhm.
Seated across from you is Jake. Wait, no.
Wait, no,
I
Jake's
already
in the
used
back.
Jake. Jake is in the back. He wish he was seated next to you. I feel like Jessica is seated across from you.
Jessica.
Jessica.
Jessica's my artsy ex crush.
Aw.
And I think her partner is going to be Kate, who weirds Luna the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Do I have any names that need to be put on this bus?
I mean, nobody ever wants to sit behind like the adults. So.
Right? There's like a
Yeah.
gap
Yeah.
seat because nobody wants to sit there.
Yeah, there's definitely like there is just a gap. There's like a
So
noticeable
true.
distance.
Yep.
So accurate.
Everyone goes straight to the back of the bus and sits down, and then there's a gap seat between them and the teachers.
Yeah, makes sense. That is appropriate. So you guys are on this bus, and you pull up to Fun World, the local amusement park, where every senior class trip has gone to for like the past like 8 years. Miss Chambers stands up and she's got on her Franklin Monroe High t-shirt. What's you guys' mascot?
Beavers.
The beaver shirt. What's your school colors?
Green and white.
Okay, so she's got this like hideously green shirt with like a white like cartoon beaver on it, like yay, Franklin Monroe High. And she stands up and she says, okay, class, we're finally here. I hope you're excited. You should all have your worksheets. Make sure you go out and have a lot of fun, but you do need to answer these questions. They will count for your final grade for physics, and I don't want anybody to not make graduation because they didn't do their problem set on this worksheet. So make sure you're going out there and you're visiting all the sites and definitely have fun, but make sure you get your work done too. Any questions? Oh, and don't lose your buddy. It's very important. You guys need to keep each other safe. And there's like an audible like snorting noise from Nate in the back of the bus.
Yeah, and I'm also like I'm impatient and ready to get off the bus and get away from Nate. So I've already kind of like gotten up to like stand in front of her to be like, "Are you gonna like get out of the way?"
Mr. Lowell gives you a long look and stands up and he's like, "No misbehavior out there. You're representing Franklin Monroe High, and I want all of you to be the upstanding beavers that I know you can be."
And so like I wait my turn like very patiently, and I've got like this like little it's very 50s but like a little updated, like Forever 21 50s like high-waisted skirt that like flares out and like but it ends a little high. It's like the skater skirt sort of thing. And like my hair is up in a ponytail and I'm wearing Keds, and I like wait my turn and then go up to the front of the bus, and I have already like a question about the physics homework for Mrs. Chambers. And I'm just like, so I reviewed this before we went to the theme park, but I just wanted to make sure on question number 9, like, are we supposed to go on the wooden roller coaster, or are we going on the one that goes upside down? Because I don't like being upside down.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I understand. I'm not much of a roller coaster person myself, I have to admit, but it's a wonderful place to experience physics in real life. Unfortunately, going upside down is part of this question. We need the rotation, the centripetal force. You simply can't answer the question without it.
Centripetal or centrifugal?
If she just blinks at you.
I'll figure it out. Thanks.
And I also follow along, and I'm just kind of like skipping around.
Eddie and Sam are like people have been getting off the bus in a reasonable fashion, like the people in the front getting off first, but Eddie and Sam are just sitting there waiting for you to walk by, and they just both stare at you guys as you walk past them.
My God.
I don't even notice.
That's fine. It's a regular occurrence.
Oh yeah, people stare at me all the time. I'm sure you get the same thing, right, Luna?
Why?
Of course. We're used to
course.
it. It's fine.
Standard. So you guys get off the bus into the kind of dystopian landscape that is Fun World. It's an amusement park, but it's not like one of the popular like branded namesake amusement parks. It's just kind of like the closest one your school can get you to on their budget.
I know the
So
one.
it's a little
It was-
rundown.
It was cool 20 years ago.
Yeah, like it was the shit of like a minute. Like when Miss Chambers was young, this was like the place to be. She still thinks of it that way, and she like jumps off the bus last, and it's like, love the smell of physics in the morning. All right, everybody, make sure you split up. Don't everybody try to get in line for the same ride at once. I'm sure you know. You need to get on the roller coaster for that part of the problem set. We're also measuring optics in the fun house. So make sure you take a look at those mirrors in there. And there's some throwing games in the fair game area that you need to go do. If you win a plush animal, well, that's just great. But make sure you measure the trajectory of your ski balls. Everything that you need to do for this, Jess, please, for this problem set.
I like turn around and I wink at Mike and I say, "You're gonna win me one of those plush animals, right?"
Oh my God.
And he looks around and he's like,
And you're going to win one for me as well.
oh my. He looks a little like put upon. Like, are you, is Mike important enough for you to roll turning someone on?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Mm,
I'm gonna try and do that.
give me that hot roll. Let's
Okay.
see how Mike feels about that.
Okay, let's see how Mike feels.
Oh my
about
God.
that. Mike
yeah.
is so into me.
So you gain a string on Mike for a 10 up result, and they choose the reaction from below. And I think Mike obviously promises something he thinks you want. So he's like, yeah, I can get you like whatever plush toy you want. I mean, you just point it out and it's yours. Yeah, definitely. And he like elbows you in the side, Zach, and it's like, yeah, see, yeah.
I side-eye him like kind of perturbed. And like, yeah, we're gonna get on that right now. Let's go.
I'll meet you in the food court, Serica. With do you like bears, or do you want like, and like Zach is like pulling him away from you as he's asking all these questions.
And I totally just like nod and then like let him like go on, you know? And then I turn and I look at Luna and I'm just like, it's too easy.
And Sam like walks up next to you and she's like, could you like keep it together for at least one day?
Excuse me.
You're excused. You do this everywhere we go. It's kind of disgusting.
You're just jealous, Sam. Please.
As
I'm having a fantastic time observing all of this. I'm like,
as if. I bet you he doesn't bring you anything back. He's just humoring you.
Of course he's going to bring her something back, Sam.
She looks at you. She's like, she has that face that says not sure if stupid or trolling.
Hey, Sam. I heard that this year their fun house is actually pretty fucking creepy. I bet you wouldn't last 10 minutes in there without your buddy. And I side-eye Eddie.
And Eddie like had been making very direct eye contact, and when you look at him, he like looks away very quickly. And Sam kind of looks at Eddie and is like, whatever, there's nothing scary about this place besides Miss Chambers, and we brought her with us.
That's what you think. And I'm totally planning on like scaring the shit out of her in there. So like when she's going in the fun house, I am going to make her pee her pants.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
I like this goal.
Cordelia, your partner is Megan,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
And she's watching you watch this like little teen drama, and she's like, can we go already? Like, this isn't that interesting.
I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let's go win our own stuffed animals.
Stuffed I mean, I guess if you want one. Where do you want to start on this worksheet?
I don't know, you pick.
She
I
looks
just want to
down
go on
at you.
fast rides, okay? Like,
You always do this. You say I should pick, and then you immediately tell me what I should pick.
it's just a suggestion. Okay, pick whatever you want.
You're gonna sulk if we don't do it. Let's go to the roller coasters.
Yes. I knew I liked you.
Like she starts trudging off towards the roller coasters.
She hates me.
It's okay. In 10 years, you guys won't even remember each other. It's fine.
No, really.
So Zach, you're where are you walking to?
Yeah, so Mike and I are walking to, I guess, the booth where they have like the milk things stacked up and you like throw balls at them to knock them down. Meanwhile, just kind of on the way, we're just shooting the shit and talking about how it smells like, you know, burnt corn dogs or whatever at this place.
Mike is like suddenly very fixated on Serica.
Yeah. I'm trying to change the subject and he keeps bringing it around.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
I forgot to mention, by the way, I didn't describe anything about how I was looking. I'm in jeans, like some video game shirt, like my Letterman's jacket. And my appearance is rugged with dark hair and fierce green eyes. I just realized I forgot to describe myself. So we are walking to that so that we can. I want to win something for Cordelia, low key, and then apparently he wants to also win something for the weird girl.
And he's like, what do you think? What's her favorite color? Do you know Serica's favorite color?
Well, her hair's pink, so.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's her favorite color.
Would you dye your hair anything other than your favorite color?
I mean, I don't know. Girls are weird. How am I supposed to know what her favorite color is? Can you help me?
I think pink would be a safe route.
Okay. Can we look at the stuffed animals first? I gotta figure out how many tickets I need to win to get this.
Sure.
Pink thing. They gotta have something. Not a pig though. I can't give her a stuffed pig.
No, there's like are we in the same town? Is the place in the same town?
It's like outside. It's like along the highway.
Okay, but I mean, is it within like the same city limits?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, because usually like in towns and things like that, the high school is kind of the big deal, depending on how rural where the location is that we're located. So usually, like for instance, where I grew up, everything was about the mascot for the high school. So like maybe they've got like a stuffed pink beaver.
I'm pretty sure that's fucking weird. But maybe they do.
Yeah.
Maybe they do.
Yeah.
Yikes. On that note, you guys get to like the prize booth and Mike is looking very seriously at these stuffed animals. And he turns to you and he's like, do you think like the beaver is too obvious? I mean, she wears it all the time for cheerleading. Like, I want to stand out. Zach, come on. I need you to help me out on this. Like,
I mean, there's like a stuffed butterfly. There's some weird, like purple cow. I don't. They're all weird looking.
what are you gonna get?
There's this green, yellow, and blue caterpillar on the end that I want to get.
For yourself? Like, who wants that? That's ugly.
No, it's not for me.
Well, who's it for?
Worry about your pink butterfly, dude.
I thought we were bros. You're not gonna tell me who you're gonna get that fucking ugly caterpillar for? I told you my shit. What the hell?
Yeah, you did. I didn't ask you to. Buy your tickets.
Why are you so secretive these days?
None of your business?
That doesn't help at all. Look, I backed you up when Nate came after you for like that's drugs or whatever. Like the least you could do is tell me who you're buying caterpillars for.
It's for Cordelia, all right?
Yeah, Cordelia, she's weird.
And your chick ain't weird?
Yeah, no, she's popular by definition. She's the least weird.
She's
Yeah.
weird, dude. She's
She's
weird.
not weird.
She's weird. She's weird.
And there's like some back and forth bickering. And like Mike's insistence that Cordelia is like the weirdest chick in the school is starting to get under your skin a little bit. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I'm just I grab, because usually they keep the softballs like on the front part of the booth or whatever, just kind of waiting for people to pay their tickets. I just like grab one and chunk it without like buying a ticket or anything.
Okay. So the vendor is definitely like, hey, you can't just fucking take balls and throw them around here. What the hell? And he like comes at you and like grabs your wrist and tries to stop you.
I pull it away and push him away from me.
Could you roll to keep your cool for me?
Sure.
I feel like you're trying to not overreact, but you're the type of person that can't always control it. So if you could roll your cold.
Cold, yeah, okay. With just straight up. Oh wait, where is? There it is. Oh, got it.
Or would you like to shut him down? That's an option too.
No, I don't want to be aggressive. I'm just trying to. I'm more reactionary right now. You mean shut him being the worker guy?
Yeah.
No, I'll roll.
Yeah, so you feel like a shiver of the wolf go through you, and you're like, fuck. Keep our shit together.
No extra modifier, correct?
You're just rolling plus your cold. Okay, so on a 10 up, you keep your cool and gain insight. Ask the MC a question about the situation and take one forward to acting on that information.
What does that mean?
It made you add +1 to your next roll in this situation if you use information that you asked for.
Oh, did I hit any milk things?
You haven't thrown the ball yet.
Oh no, I definitely did.
Oh, okay. I mean, I feel like that is not the most useful thing you can ask, but if you like, I'll tell you.
Did he win?
I mean, I feel like if I did and I did well, that would like cool me down because at least I like performed well.
Okay, so you definitely hit some milk bottles, like you saw it, but they did not fall over.
Oh fuck. That makes me more annoyed then.
And Mike gives you a look like, bruh. I thought you were athletic.
It's just everyone trying to make me so angry. I just walk off.
just walk away.
Yeah.
Mike's like, bro, Zach. He's like following you. Luna, where have you and Serica gone to?
We're probably going around to the fun house because I know she wanted to scare the girl, and I'm not going on the upside down roller coaster. So we will have somebody. Oh, I'll just say it. I don't want to go on that upside down coaster either. We should probably get somebody to get us the numbers we need.
Oh, you mean what I said to? Oh, I was fucking with her. I don't give a shit about the roller coaster either way. But like, if you don't want to go on it, it's totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go on one that's upside down. I don't want to mess up my hair today.
Wait, you still like, but for real though, you were actually thinking about doing this homework?
Well, of course not. Of course we're gonna have somebody give us the numbers for it.
Yeah, it's easy. And I look over to see if anyone's like already taking down notes for on the paper. Like, is there anyone around who's actually like looks like they're filling out their stuff?
Um, probably Megan if you see her.
So I like catch up. I like see Megan, and I guess Megan is probably or was with Cordelia, but I see Megan and she's writing down notes on her paper, and I'd be like, just 1 second, Luna, I've got this. And I run up to Megan and I'm like, hey, Megan, like I really needed help with question, blah, blah, blah. And I like stop her. And I would like to try and hypnotize her.
Okay.
So you can hypnotize people who have no strings on you. Megan doesn't have any strings on me. Roll with hot. On a 10 up, they do exactly what you wish and have no idea that anything is wrong. On a 7 and 9, there's other stuff that happens. So let's see. Partial succeed. So the hypnosis works, but choose one. I think, okay, so I asked Megan, I'm like, hey, Megan, could you like, what's the answer to this question? And I look her straight in the eye and I said, do you think you could do my homework for me? But I think she fucks up a little bit in that she gets some of the questions wrong, but she still probably does it.
Well, so what you're choosing is they fuck up your commands.
Yeah.
I feel like what that actually means is at my discretion.
Oh yeah, okay. Then I choose that the hypnosis works, but they fuck up my commands in some way.
So Cordelia, you witness Serica come up to Megan and ask her to do her homework. And like at first Megan is giving her like that like side-eye face, like that girl that does not want to go to Disneyland who's just like, you know. And she's giving her side eye, but then like her eyes like slowly like widen and her face goes slack and she says, oh, yeah, sure. I mean, I can just write the numbers on your sheet when I write them on my sheet. That's easy. Yeah, just give me that. I'll do it.
Perfect. Thanks. And I hand her my like homework sheet.
Do you do anything?
I don't, because I think you might be a witch.
Okay, so you think I'm a witch?
Because I'm like, because Megan's not a pushover, and I know this about her, and she just like instantly changed her tune, and I've never seen her act that way. And the only thing that I know of as being possible in this world is what happened to me. So I'm like thinking like, whoa, does she have this? Does she have the shining?
And I turn around, like, you know, flouncing my hair or whatever. And I look at Cordelia and I'm like, oh, hey, have fun. And then I go back over to Luna.
I'm like, yeah, we will. And I just start thumbing the pen in my pocket.
Megan just kind of stares after Serica and then turns to you and says, well, yeah, we need to do this homework and this is your sheet, right? I'll just copy my numbers onto your sheet. It's fine.
Yeah, totally, Megan. So what was up with that? I didn't know you were friends with Serica.
What? No. She's weird.
Oh.
Are you friends with her now?
I mean, I don't really know her. We don't have any classes except this one. But I mean, you're not usually the kind of person that lets other people copy your homework. So what's up with that?
Yeah. What? You're not making any sense. Look, let's just get this homework done already so we can get out of here.
All right, man. That's fine. I mean, you're cool with fast rides, right?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, no, I mean, remember we used to go to like that stupid water park that was like real sketchy? Remember that?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I miss hanging out with you.
Yeah, those were good times.
I don't know how you, they're just different now.
Oh,
It's okay. I mean, and mom says friends grow apart sometimes, but
yeah, I
whatever.
heard that. But I mean, it doesn't have to be that way.
You're right. We just have to be better at talking to each other about stuff, right?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Well, let's do this homework and then like maybe we can get lunch and like exchange secrets like we used to do.
Yeah, totally.
Awesome. So at this point, you hear someone clear their throat in the way that only a man named Nate can do.
Wait, I hear this or anybody does?
I think you did, Serica, did you and Luna walk away?
I think that we're still like in the area. Like we haven't necessarily like walked off, especially if like I probably was keeping an eye to see how Cordelia reacted to. I probably went back over to Luna and I was like, look, she's gonna do her homework for us. You can just copy off of mine. And so we're probably just like looking at, I'm watching to make sure that like everything went as I thought it was supposed to go.
So yeah, I think Nate just like goes in the general area and clears his throat and looks to see who pays attention to him.
I look at Serica and then I look back at him and then I look back to her. I'm like, ew.
So what do we know about Nate?
He's captain of the wrestling team.
But
He has a crush
Zach
on,
has beaten him at wrestling a bunch of times.
yeah.
Okay.
And he has a crush on Luna.
Oh. Okay. So Luna like looks at me and like goes, ew. And I'm just like, because I love messing with people and I kind of love doing it for Luna's amusement. And so I say just like, don't worry about it. I got this. I got this. And I go and I look over at Nate and I'm like, oh, I didn't see you there.
And he like tears his eyes away from Luna and he's like, ah, Serica, what's up?
Yeah. So I mean,
He's like
I don't
looking
want
back
to,
at Luna like, hey.
yeah. And I'm like,
Hey.
I don't want to put you in like a awkward situation or anything, but like, I think we've all pretty much seen that you're really into my friend here.
Nah. I mean, she's all right, but like.
Oh, don't play it down, Nate. It's hot when you can be honest about liking someone. But you know, Luna, she like, I mean, she would never come out and say it, but she really likes a bad boy. So, and this time I like lower my voice so that Cordelia and Megan can't hear. I'm like, so like, if you maybe, I don't know, like went over and like, what's the word when you like brush past somebody hard, so like drop their
Like
shit.
body check them, yeah.
Yeah. So if you went over and maybe like, you know, like made Cordelia drop her bag and brought it over, like for us, she might, you know, think you were strong and hot and whatever. And I'm trying to get him to do that.
Which move are you using?
Probably hypnotize again.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can. I just want to manipulate everybody. That's my shit. And I also want Cordelia's bag. Ah, fuck.
That's interesting. He like looks at you and like scoffs. He's like, shh. I mean, like, knock Cordelia over, that's easy. I mean, like, knock over somebody that's like a real testament of like how much of a badass I really am.
Oh, like who?
Like, and he like stops and looks around and points at the beaver mascot. It's like, I'll knock him over and I'll bring like his suit helmet back. Like,
I look over at Luna and I'm just like, you know, interrupt anytime you want. I'm just making a fool out of him, basically.
he's just like, come on. And he like grabs your arm, Serica, and drags you towards the beaver.
Oh no,
mascot.
do not touch me.
He's
No,
touching you.
no.
I mean, you can roll some dice to make him stop, but
I don't want him to touch me.
what do you do?
I want to shut him down,
Okay.
right?
Give me
That
that
would be
shutdown.
like a don't touch me thing.
Yep, you could shut him down. You could lash out physically. You could attempt to hypnotize him again. You could do a number
No,
of
no,
things.
no. I'm gonna shut him down. I don't want him to touch me. Or not. I'm not gonna shut him down. It's fine. It's fine.
He
Everything's
just
fine.
like looks at you and he's like, "It's not like I want to have sex with you, Sarah. Jeez, chill." Like it keeps dragging you to the beaver guy.
And I like look over at Luna and I'm like, help.
I run over there and I go right in front of him. I'm like, I don't think you want to do that, do you?
And he kind of looks you up and down. He's like, I mean, yeah, I kind of do.
Maybe you should do it without my friend though. And I like grab her to my side.
Are you trying to convince him with a move?
Yes. I kind of give him like this sweet demeanor. And so you're gonna have to help me here.
So you can roll to turn someone on, which is like the convincing move.
Okay. How do I do that in here? Because it's different than I'm used to.
You roll plus your hot. There's a little dice symbol next to your hot stat.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
I believe you click that button and it'll ask you what the reason for the roll is, and you just type in like, let go of Serica. Then roll.
And then modifier is none, right?
Correct.
Perfect.
Partial
Oh, shit.
success.
Can I help with this?
The best you can do is bump it up to an 8.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah. If Cordelia, you wanted to, if you have a string on Luna, you can make her fail.
I don't think I want her to fail.
Okay.
I don't want Nate to hurt anyone unnecessarily. I think that's assholey.
He is an asshole.
I mean, but what Luna's trying to do is just to get him to take his hands off me, not to get him not to beat up the mascot.
Oh, I got you. I do have a string. I could
Like,
also.
Maybe you saw me like trying to push him to do something, and then he like.
Can I continue to say anything to him or no?
I mean, you can continue to talk, but this is the role that you've got. So technically, pulling a string does not allow you to. You can add one to your roll against them, but you can't modify their roll.
Okay, never mind then.
Sorry, I played many Powered by the Apocalypse games, and this thing works different in all of them.
Okay, so what was that? It was hot. That was turn someone on 7 and 9.
Yeah, 7 and 9. So Nate can either give you a string or choose one of the reactions. I think Nate. I think you will gain a string on Nate.
Who, me?
Yeah, Luna. You gain a string on Nate, but he's like, I don't know why everybody's getting in my way. I'm just trying to like make sure she sees me doing this. It's fine. Look, I'm gonna go get that guy's like costume head and I'll bring it back to you, right? You're like super into that, right?
Okay, you can't bring it back to me if you drag me along.
Not you. You're my witness.
I don't think you need a witness though. I think if you want to do something, you should do it on your own.
Look, why don't both of you just come with me? It'll be fine.
I don't think I want to come. I don't think you should make us come. We're trying to do an assignment today.
He rolls his eyes. Nobody's gonna fill out that stupid worksheet except for like Megan.
Hey, Nate, tell you what, you take your hand off of my arm and I will willingly come watch you beat up this stupid beaver.
All right, that's all I was trying to do. You guys act like I'm committing assault or something. Like, geez, chill.
Yeah, like that's totally something you're not doing. That's yeah. Do you? It's fine. So yeah, I'm trying to convince him that I'm totally fine with going and watching him beat up the beaver, but really I'm trying to get him to be a little bit farther away from everybody that we're around so that I can do something else.
So he's like, look, the guy, while you guys are arguing with me, the guy is like down there now.
Oh my
Come on, let's
God,
go.
Nate. No, I see him. He like there's a quicker way. It's just if we go behind this ride, we can totally cut him off.
Yeah, let's fucking ambush him. Let's go.
Exactly.
Let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
Yeah. And I like turn to Luna and I don't think that I've ever like, I mean, she kind of knows what's up with me, but I've never like made it super, super clear. I kind of just like use my powers and don't really like straight up say what I am. So I say, actually, Luna, you should wait here. Do you have strings on me, Luna?
I do. I have 2 strings on you.
So I can't hypnotize you.
No.
Can I just ask that you don't come with me?
Like a wink.
Yeah, is there a role for this or
You can
here,
turn
I'm
her
gonna
on.
I can spend a string on you to tempt you to do what I want. I will give up one of my
If you do
strings.
what she wants, you get an experience point.
I will give up one of my strings on you to have you not follow me and Nate behind the ride, and you get an experience point.
Okay. Could I do that, but then come along later?
No.
You have to yes or no. Yeah.
She's asking you for a promise. You know how valuable those are.
Yes.
Mm.
I take it.
Okay, so I'm gonna lose one string on you. You take an experience point, and then there's a Faye thing about promises. What is that?
Mostly promises that are made to Luna.
Okay, what does that mean?
It's like Faye contracts.
Do you when someone breaks a promise or contract made to you?
Take a string on them.
Okay, but I'm not promising Luna anything. Luna's promising me
Yeah.
something.
I just feel like as a fairy, like
Promises are important. Okay, so yeah, I just ask you like, hey, I'll go take care of this.
No worries. I'll make sure nobody follows along.
Oh, thanks, Luna. That's so sweet. You're such a
Of
good
course.
friend. And then I like turn to Nate and I'm like, come on, let's go cut him off. It'll be fine. And like, I'm basically gonna take him behind this thing and feed off him until he passes out.
sensible.
Yeah. I'm hungry.
That's not. Is that a move? I feel like it's a move.
I mean, it's a move if I took the feeding, but I didn't. So it's just like a flavor thing.
Pun intended.
I kind of stormed off to like kind of regain my composure and kind of get my cool back. So is there a chance that I would have like wandered to a point where I could see this happening?
Yes, I was just about to pull you into exactly that situation for drama reasons.
Awesome.
So I think Mike is like carrying this big like pink hippo stuffed animal and can't see around it. And he's just following you. But like you turn a corner and you see Serica and Nate making out, maybe. Except
making out? Question mark?
No.
Becky.
Question. What is happening? This is weird. Maybe illegal. What's happening?
That's a really aggressive hickey. That's what he's thinking.
And like Mike bumps into the back of you with his like giant hippo plushie, and he like looks around. And he's like, "Bruh, what's the holdup?" Oh, damn! What?
I like push him behind like a Ferris wheel
stumbles backwards
cart or something, and like I guess observe creepily.
I probably get pretty wrapped up in it, but like afterward, like I like wipe my mouth and like I was probably wearing lipstick to make sure that no one could really tell this exact thing. But like he's got like his neck's all red, and like I have red lipstick, and it's like a little smeared, but there's probably also some blood, but it looks like the color of
I
my
mean,
lipstick.
I
That's
mean,
on
I feel like
purpose.
I could smell the blood at this point, maybe.
You probably
You-
could.
Do you have heightened senses? Because
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so
definitely can.
and he definitely looks like he like sits down. He looks like he's probably gonna pass out.
Yeah, harm has been done to Nate on this day.
Yeah, I kind of like jog over. I'm like, all right, I don't like this douchebag, but what the fuck?
And
So
I look over.
with your heightened senses, you can
Yeah.
roll plus dark and be able to ask questions about a situation.
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
should do that.
Okay, roll dark. Okay, let's see. Where's my sheet? Sheet is right here. Oh, that's not a good modifier. I wish this was bigger. Oh, I wish the comment box was bigger. Roll 20. There's a tip. And what do I add to that for heightened senses or nothing?
You don't add to it. What you get for 7 to 9 is that you can ask one of the bulleted questions in that list.
This is a very weird set of questions. I mean, I feel like that was really fucking weird, and I guess something along the lines of what's posing a threat to me, because that was
What's the biggest threat?
yeah, kind of fucking weird.
So you smell blood, and you smell Nate's blood. You've probably like slammed him into the ground too hard once or twice and like scraped his knee or something. You know what it smells like.
Yeah.
But more importantly, you smell it all over Serica, and you look more closely at her and you realize that her lipstick is red, yes, but also her mouth is like bloody.
Her teeth are red. Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely ping that Serica is not what she appeared to be.
Did you just drink his fucking blood?
Mike is like, bruh, I can't see. Where are you?
Mike, go give your girlfriend her stuffed animal.
No, Mike, stay here.
Who the fuck is that?
It's me.
Mike.
It's me. It's Serica. Is
Mike.
that for me?
Do you
Did
know
get
where
that for
Luna
me?
is?
Yeah, go find Luna, Mike.
No, wait. Mike got that for me.
Oh, that's true. He did get it for you.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, Serica. Yeah.
Yeah. Mike,
Yeah.
come here. Give that to me. And I want to like hold him hostage, like basically. I want to like.
He totally like shuffles forward with this giant pink stuffed hippopotamus.
I thought he got it for Luna.
And I rolled to seduce him.
Oh, okay.
And so I grab his arm and I like pull him real close to my side, and I'm like, oh Mike, that was so sweet of you. And I'm glaring at Zach, and I'm just like, you are just the absolute best. Maybe I should give you a kiss. What do you think, Zach?
Yeah, Max.
Don't fuck this up for me, bro.
Mike's my best friend, and she just sucked the blood out of somebody, so I'm gonna just grab her throat and try to get her away from him.
That sounds like you're lashing out physically.
Yeah. I haven't cooled off that much, and she just sucked some dude's blood and is trying to threaten my best friend.
Is there a roll to like threaten before he rolls to like react? Because I like.
You can try and shut him down.
Yeah, because that's what I was doing. I was like, no, you don't get to like do whatever, and then you can roll to lash out.
Okay.
Depending on how this goes, yeah. So roll your cool to shut Zach down before you get started.
Okay. So
Zach, could you not? Right
don't
now?
narc on me, Zach.
Partial success. So on a 7 to 9, choose one from below, but you come across poorly and they give you a condition in return. So you
Okay.
can choose one of the things below.
Do you have any strings on me?
I was just about to say, I have 2 strings on you currently.
Okay.
Because you've already been suspicious to me.
Yeah. Okay. I want you to gain the condition. What's the conditions that you can put? Is it still like a limited number of conditions?
No, it's last I knew it was just narrative, like.
Okay, when you take
fictional
advantage
condition.
of someone's condition while making a move against them, add 1 to your roll. So I
Yeah.
want to give you a condition afraid. Like you're afraid of me, like actually afraid. Not just like what were you doing, but like for reals.
Okay.
So you're confused, but like once you realize that like Nate is near death, you're like, whoa. But on a 7 to 9, you get to give Serica a condition in return. What would you like to give her? And if you take advantage of it, it gives you a bonus on your rolls against it.
Yeah, so you would give me a condition that you could put a bonus towards lash out physically maybe on for your next move. It's just an adjective.
Yeah, I mean, I guess nervous. Like she's like nervous that I'm gonna like expose her or something.
That makes sense.
I figured I've like kind of caught her in the act, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So make sure
mark
you
that
add
down.
those conditions to you guys' character sheets.
Mhm.
And Mike, who still rather conveniently can't see anything, is like, a kiss? Yeah. And he like tries to turn, but like you just kind of you back up because this hippo like almost hit you in the face, Serica.
So well, yeah, are you still gonna lash out physically?
I mean, I don't know if I'm able to at this point if I'm scared of you.
I mean, you still can.
I mean,
It doesn't
that is
negate
a reaction to fear.
Yeah, I mean, I would still like to because
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to like I had intended to like threaten you into like whatever. So yeah, you can totally react in the same way you did before.
Yeah. So that's, what was it? Lash out physically. So which one is that?
That
That
is
is plus
volatile.
volatile.
Okay. Volatile. This thing though.
Don't hurt them.
Oh snap!
Oh
Whoa.
snap!
Oh my
On a
God.
10 up, you deal them harm, and they choke up momentarily before they can react. I believe also in addition, you have primal dominance as a werewolf move, so you can also take a string on Serica. So Serica, you take 1 harm.
So what is it that you're doing exactly?
Yeah, what does it look like when you lash out?
I mean, I'm basically trying to like, because she's kind of, I guess.
I was holding on to.
Yeah, she's trying to like grab. The grapple's coming to mind because of D&D, but
It's
she's
totally
not grappling him. But like, yeah, she's trying to keep him close. I guess as a low key threaten to me. So I'm trying to, in return, I guess split them up by being more so aggressive towards her than him. Try to like get her away from him by, yeah.
So do you like grab her, yank her, throw her?
Yeah, I mean, I like
punch her?
grab.
Like, what is it?
I grab her by the throat and more so like use my other arm to push him away.
Okay.
Like I'm not moving her. I'm just like keeping her in place and then using my arm to just kind of like separate the two of them.
So Mike like stumbles to the side and he's like, whoa, what the fuck? And he drops his hippo and he's like, man, dude. And he like turns around and he's like, what? Why are you doing this to Sarah? Is that
Look
Nate?
at fucking Nate. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? Bruh.
Oh no.
I mean, he's an asshole, but he's like fucking bleeding out and shit.
And like Cordelia and Luna both, you hear some shouting coming from that area.
Uh-huh.
And like the dude in the beaver costume like stops in his like little beaver dance and looks over.
I like contemplate going over there because I promised her I wouldn't go, but then I hear shouting, so I'm like kind of fighting the urge to like, should I go? Should I not go? Because I've made this promise, and I decide it's for the better that I do go because I didn't go at first, but then I think she's in danger and she's my friend, so I do head over.
So Cordelia, you see like Luna like look over and like turn and like, are you sprinting or are you like walking very quickly or what does it look like?
I kind of like kind of whimsically go without trying to be noticed. Like I'm just kind of like like, and then I like
This is
skirt off.
fine. Everything is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cordelia, do you like investigate?
Yeah, from my perspective, what I saw of their interaction before, because I was kind of like aside, was just this like hulking wrestling boy hassling these two girls.
Mm-hmm.
And like I didn't really know the story, and then I saw two of them walk off, and then I hear yelling, so I'm like, fuck. And yeah, I definitely follow. I want to know what's going on.
Do I
Megan.
notice she's following?
I feel like you're a little preoccupied
Okay.
with whatever the fuck is going on.
Okay.
And I feel like Megan is like, Cordelia, I guess we should get involved.
Let's just make sure they're okay. That guy's weird.
Nate's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, in the meantime, I've kind of also picked her up a little bit. Like she's still touching the ground, like toes are on the ground, heels not so much.
And
Like she's
so
not, like,
I am choked up momentarily. So this is like I can't react. You're probably like closing my windpipe and like
yeah. I mean, I'm not like trying to like choke you out
you
to
dealt
death,
me
but
harm though.
Yeah.
So it does
Yeah.
yeah.
You definitely like you don't get to act before Zach does whatever Zach is gonna
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
Because,
I just wanted to
'cause they
clarify
rolled
what
very
that
well.
yeah.
So everybody like comes like sprinting around the corner, and Zach is like holding Serica up by her neck. Nate sprawled out on the ground. Mike is like not like this. There's a hippo on the dirt. What do you guys do?
He spent all his tickets on it. It's just a bad day.
So I've come around and see this, right?
Yeah, both of you guys see it.
Oh my gosh. And I run over to Serica and Zach, and I like calm Zach down. I'm like, Zach, let her go.
In one ear and out the other. I'm just yelling at her, what the hell did you do? What the hell did you do?
Zach, let her go. I say again.
Like there's like some veins popping in like Zach's forehead.
Yeah.
I
She fucking killed Nate, man.
I know. I'm like looking at this body. I'm like,
He's
there's
not
a
dead.
boy on the ground.
He's
I don't know
pale.
that.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
And
that.
nobody stopped to take his pulse. So
He probably did something. Let her go. And I look at him again, like, and I'm like, my sweet demeanor is starting to turn a little bit.
And Mike is like, Zach, like, I know you didn't like Nate, but like, what happened?
And I'm just like, you know, like grabbing onto your hand. And I'm like, if you just like fucking let me down, I tell you.
I blow fairy dust in his face.
Okay. I don't
take a
know
little-
if you have that move, but let's.
What does that do?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know if that's a mechanical thing.
I blind him with glitter.
I mean, you could conceivably do that. But what you have a string on Zach?
I do. I have
You-
one string.
You could use that string to try and get him to do what you want.
I use the string to get him to stop.
So Zach, you can stop and take a point of experience.
Okay.
Or I feel like there's a negative consequence if you don't. Oh, please.
Is it like a point towards the? I don't know.
To attempt to never play as characters.
It doesn't have anything to do with like Darkest Self or anything. No, I guess not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
So what do I do again? Sorry.
You
You
add a point of experience and you
Okay.
let go of Serica.
Okay, I let her go and sort of not full force like push her back, but just like put some distance between her and myself. I don't just put her straight down, but she not push her hard enough to make her fall over.
and I like I look over at Luna and do the whole like thank you eyes while I'm like acting more hurt than I actually am probably. And I'm just like, oh my god, like he assaulted me, dude. Like, how could you? I was just defending myself.
With your teeth?
I look
Cordelia,
at Zach.
over
Zach,
your
what the hell happened?
Cordelia, over your shoulder, you hear dial tone noises, and like Megan's holding her cell phone.
Is she calling the
Oh.
cops?
Yes.
I mean, that's reasonable.
Megan is the only reasonable character in this entire game.
Yeah.
But maybe not the most
Is
optimal
Cordelia
for
the
everybody.
only person? Is Cordelia the only person that hears that?
Yeah, it's well, you might, because you have heightened senses.
Mm.
Yeah, I have heightened senses, so if I hear that, I'm turning my attention to that and telling her to put her fucking phone away.
And she like freezes, and you hear on the other side, hello? Hello? And she's just like,
I'm just pointing at her.
I quickly
like
hurry
frozen.
over to Serica and I make sure she's okay.
And I'm like leaning on you and I'm like looking at Zach and I'm just like, he saw me.
and Mike is like, is Nate fucking dead?
I-
Does anybody care?
I like snap my finger at Mike and like point to Nate to like get him to go like check the fucking dude out.
Fucking
I
Christ.
whisper to Serica and I'm like, don't worry, we'll take care of this.
Like, Megan, just wait a second. Just wait a second.
Like Mike goes
we
to
have
take
to.
Nate's
I look
pulse
over
and,
to
like,
Zach.
hesitates.
How
What
could
way?
you even think Serica would do something so bad? Obviously, he did something. We all know who Nate is.
Do what, Nate? I mean, Zach.
Zach,
Okay,
Zach.
Nate
all I saw.
assaulted her.
You weren't here. You didn't see that. Nobody
I
saw.
know Serica speaks the truth.
Megan's phone is like, hello, sir, ma'am?
Megan.
Megan,
Turn off
hang
your
on.
fucking
Just
phone.
hang on. Just let's figure this out. Yeah.
I came around the corner. Fucking Matt was not paying attention.
Her name's Mike.
Is it? Oh, Mike, sorry. Fucking Mike. Not paying attention. Fucking Mike, not paying attention. All I saw was Nate on the ground, who I don't like, so it's not like I'm trying to take his fucking side at this point. All I saw was him on the ground, and she was draining him of his life essence.
Excuse me.
And I look at you like
you're.
I look at you like you're totally crazy. And I'm just like,
Pretty much
what?
everyone does. I
Did
mean,
you wait? Are there those teeth? What?
He's got a pretty wicked bite on his neck, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
weird.
Thank
I-
you.
She probably had
get
to
him off of me.
exactly.
He was pushing me against the wall. He was trying to take advantage of me.
Oh my god.
Are you telling me you wouldn't do anything to get away from somebody who is attacking you?
He's
I'm
also,
not
like,
that
super
strong.
fucked up. Should we call a doctor?
Oh, he's.
I don't know. Do we
Wait,
need to
hang
call-
on. Are you okay? Did he attack you?
I mean, I took care of it. Obviously, like it was
Clearly.
scary as hell.
Oh my
but-
god, dude. I knew that guy was weird.
And then this guy, Zach, just comes up and chokes me without even asking me what happened.
Why
He
should we take
is.
your word for this?
You saw her
Okay,
earlier.
well-
She was being grabbed by Nate.
I feel like
And Nate
somebody
wanted to
is
beat
trying
something
to,
up.
One of you is trying to shut down the other. Maybe it's mutual attempts.
I
to
mean, I
shut
think
each
we're
other
both
down.
trying to shut each other down. I'm trying to be like, yo, draining someone of their life essence is crazy talk. I was obviously just biting him in self-defense.
And sucking out all of his blood.
And you're like, yeah, but really though, supernatural shit. So should we just do like opposed shutdown rolls?
Yeah, give me 2 shutdown rolls. I feel
Do,
like
do I
the
help
result of
her in
this-
any way?
I mean,
Um,
you can. Is there? What's the helping move? Is there? a helping
I don't think there is one.
Didn't I have a plus for something for this situation?
That was because of a condition.
Yes.
Yeah, we both
You
have,
have
a
one
+1.
from your heightened senses.
Well, I have a +1 because I'm using your condition of well, no, it's not really using your condition of afraid of me, is it?
No.
Yeah, okay, then just regular.
So Zach has a +1 from the heightened senses roll earlier.
All right, so cold.
Oh, fuck.
I could still, I mean, shut down.
Here's Zach's cray roll.
One. Okay.
Okay.
So awesome. Great.
So
Excellent. This is awesome.
Zach,
Happy.
you succeed on shutting Serica down. So on a 7 to 9, you choose one. Either Serica loses a string on you. If Serica, do you have any strings on Zach?
Yeah, I do.
So Serica either loses a string on you, or Serica gains a condition, or you can take one forward to your next roll. Which would you like?
Is that just like a +1? I don't
Yeah.
know what.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
to any roll.
To whatever your next roll is.
No, she can just lose the one string that she has on me.
Okay,
Okay.
so that string metaphorically snaps. And Serica, you've had it with all these fucking mortals trying to talk shit to you, and you are your darkest self.
Oh shit.
Please read to the class what your darkest self is.
My darkest self is everyone is your pawn, your plaything. You hurt them and make them vulnerable for sport, like a cat does with a mouse. Maybe you'll even drain them dry, though you'll certainly take your time first. You escape your darkest self when you're put in your rightful place by someone more powerful than you. So I guess I'm just like, you shut me down, and like everyone's looking at me like maybe I actually did the thing that he's accusing me of. And then I just like look at you. And I think that I would probably.
Before I forget, you can also, because Zach got a 7 to 9 on their shutdown, you can give them a condition.
Oh, right. So he's already afraid. I'm gonna give him the condition of crazy.
Okay.
Like it's a perception thing.
Yeah, everybody thinks, sorry.
Whoa.
People think motorcycles are really cool up here. So
everyone thinks you're a little bit crazy.
Yeah, whether or not you are doesn't matter. It's like the perception in the high school that Zach is a little unhinged.
Oh, dude.
Okay, I'm afraid of you, and people think I'm
crazy.
A whack job.
A little whack.
Yeah, but also back to you being your darkest.
But I mean, they thought that anyway, so
now it's mechanical.
Yeah. So what does this mean? Like my darkest self, like everyone, like what does it mean for like things that I do?
You're cruel.
Okay.
You're like basically sociopathic vampire mode.
Okay. So I like turn to all of you and I like look around and I'm like, you really think that it matters whether or not Nate assaulted me first? He's a fucking asshole and he deserves anything that's coming to him. And if any of you want to get in my way, you deserve what's coming to you too. And I just storm off.
And like Megan is like, can I call the cops now?
Yeah, guys.
I think she killed him.
I mean, I don't know what's going on, but this kid looks like hell. We need to call someone.
Yeah, I was doing that, and she kind of looks at Zach, and she's like, "Can I call a doctor?"
Yes, Megan, call the fucking 911.
Call the fucking 911.
And I'm just like getting down. I'm kneeling down on the ground with
Hello,
what was it? Mike. I almost called it bad again.
I don't really know what happened.
I'm leaning on the ground with Mike, like assessing the situation and like putting pressure on his neck and shit like that.
Mike's just like, what did she do? Did she like?
I don't know. She's fucking weird. I don't know. This is so fucking weird.
So, Serica, where do you storm off to?
I definitely go to the funhouse mirror place to try and like get someone, probably Sam, alone in a corner and not be interrupted this time.
Luna, do you follow Serica at all, or what do you do?
I think I try to put some. I think I try to fix the situation here before I go grab her.
Okay, so Serica, you just go off to the funhouse.
Yeah. I'm hunting. I'm hunting. I was interrupted, and now I've got a sour taste in my mouth, and I want to get rid of it with fresh, hot human blood.
I think when you're on your way to the funhouse, Mr. Lowell intercepts you. It's like, Serica, Wondering where you and your friends got off to. I haven't seen you around the fairgrounds. Where's everyone hiding? There's no hanky-panky on this field trip.
Oh, Mr. Lowell, I think that everyone is in the fun house. Like, they said that they were gonna go in there and mess with shit. We should probably go stop them.
He sighs and he's like, every year kids think they can make out in the fun house. I told Miss Chambers about this. And he like storms into the fun house.
And I follow behind him menacingly.
Oh my God.
So back on the ranch, you guys, Miss Chambers has arrived. And she's like fretting over Nate in a very ineffectual way.
He attacked Serica. I say.
You did not, she did not see that happen.
I know Serica wouldn't lie to me. Nobody lies to me. Serica was attacked.
You're lying to yourself if you believe no one lies to you.
Children, please stop this arguing. We have to be concerned about Nate right now. Oh dear. Megan, what's the ETA on the paramedics? And Megan's still on the phone and she's like, we're pretty far out from town. They're going to be another like 15 minutes at the least.
Oh God.
And Chambers is like, oh dear. Children, do any of you know CPR just in case?
No.
She kind of flutters her hands. She's like, oh, maybe I'll go to the first aid station. They at least have something to help with nausea. I'm not good with blood. And she runs
Okay,
away.
yeah, totally. Well, that was helpful.
Yeah.
Mike, like you're all just like sitting there like, the fuck?
I think nobody should be blaming Serica here for something that was beyond her control.
I don't think Serica should be wandering around, Mike says. She's fucking lunatic. We should stop her.
No, she's fine. She probably needs to cool off, but Nate attacked her. You saw him grab her earlier.
He was already on the ground when I got here. I mean, I didn't see anything, but like he was obviously like not standing up because I would have heard him fall, right? And he looks at
Well,
you.
she had probably attacked him by then.
Mike is confused. Mike doesn't understand.
Exactly. She attacked him before we got here.
After he attacked her, so she had to protect herself.
Okay, well, clearly he wasn't that big of a threat because he's the one that's bleeding out on the ground and she's walking off just fine.
Well, I don't know. It's kind of like that thing, you know, where you see the ladies and someone's attacking their kid and they go Super Saiyan on them. So maybe she just did that.
Wait, are you saying Serica is a Saiyan?
Whoa.
Yes, I'm saying she's a Saiyan, you know, because there's Saiyans in this world. And I roll my eyes.
Mike stands up and he's like, I'm going to find Serica.
Cut to the new skin in Monsterhearts 3.
Stream. I have to get up for 1 second. Sorry. Brief emergency.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Okay, so
yeah.
Mike, I don't think you should go after Serica.
No, I agree.
I look at Mike. I say, please make sure you don't bother her right now. Kind of making him promise not to go.
Oh, a promise. We'll have to wait until Nadia gets back.
Okay.
Yeah. But I will I'll definitely not stand in your way for that because I don't want him to go running after her either.
I can't have too many people following me because I need privacy for this.
Now you want privacy.
I wanted privacy in the first place. It's not my fault that you just came and yeah.
I mean, you were like right out, like it's not like you were inside anywhere.
I mean, yeah, truth.
That's funny.
Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
What's up?
Hi, chat.
We're just, waiting. Trista's.
Ah.
I didn't see the alert pop up when I did it. donate to Cybersmile.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh
Ain't
yeah.
nobody got
I
time.
guess this is our break.
Yeah.
I'm taking a quick break, palling around. Hi, everybody. Mhm. Bye.
Welcome back. Still muted.
Am I unmuted now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. I was trying to, like, I couldn't hear people because motorcycles.
So Luna is trying to convince Mike to promise her not to go after me.
Oh, okay. So what are you using? You're trying to extract a fairy contract.
Yes.
So I think you're trying to turn Mike on to get him to make this promise. So if
Yes.
you could roll plus hot.
Got it. Succeed.
Succeed. So
Nice.
so what do you say to him exactly? You probably said it, but I missed it.
Mike, I don't think you should go after Serica right now. Please promise me that you won't go near her.
He's like, "Ugh. All right, it's probably better to let like whatever authorities deal with it. Probably not Mrs. Chambers, but like,
Oh no, we're not waiting for them. Mike, you stay here with Megan. Make sure that Nate is like okay until the paramedics get here. And I look over to Cordelia and motion for her to like come with me. We need to like find her and make sure she's not sucking the blood out of somebody else.
Can I stop them? Can I say anything to them as well or no? I don't think so, right?
why not?
I mean, you can say anything you want.
Yeah.
Okay. I see that they're about to go and I look at them. I don't think you should bother Serica either. I'm gonna go ahead and go look for her. So promise me you'll stick around here, right?
How do we do an opposition to that?
Well, she has to make a roll.
Okay.
I think it's just that if the promise breaks is what the thing. So like
Yeah.
you can just say like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then when you break the promise is when her move comes
Yes.
in.
If you don't mind agreeing to it, then you can say yeah, sure, whatever. If she needs to convince you, then that's a roll.
Yeah, no, she will definitely need to convince me.
Yeah.
Okay, so do I roll a hot roll again?
Yes. Sorry, my camera's having a malfunction.
Can I do like a shutdown thing at the same time? Like an
Partial
opposite?
succeed.
Partial success. So this is a turn someone on. 7 to 9, they can either give you a string or choose one of the reactions. I give myself to you. I promise something I think you want, or I get embarrassed and act awkward. So Rob, you've got 4 choices for Zach to choose between.
Give her a string.
Yeah, you could just give her a string and do whatever you want.
Or promise her something I think she wants. Or get embarrassed and act awkward.
Or you can give yourself to her.
Well, you pick one.
Huh.
I'll just give her a string.
So what does that look like? Do you just like push her out of the way or like?
Yeah, basically. You can come with me if you want, but I'm going after her.
And then is that the same for Cordelia then? Or do I have to roll again?
No, this 8 will stand for Cordelia. What do you choose?
I have every intention of following Zach.
So you just give her a string too.
Yeah.
So you like make this heartfelt plea to them and they just look at you and like walk around you to go chase Serica. Do you follow them?
Serica.
So, Ludo's channel.
I follow, and I can't run ahead though, obviously. So I guess I follow, but I'm like really like my mood has changed.
Uh-huh.
You're starting
And
to get a little.
I'm following, but I look mad. I'm just like,
Mm-mm.
and I'm gripping my fairy dust around my neck.
Does
Can
that
I-
count?
Shit.
Sorry.
What?
Go
Does
ahead.
that count as a broken promise, or have we just kind of like
No, you just
dissed
didn't
you?
make a prop.
Yeah, we just gave her a string to avoid it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aw,
Can,
that's no fun.
can I
Yeah.
use my heightened senses to like try to sniff her out, see where she went?
Although
Yeah,
it
you can
says,
definitely like track her.
sorry, I
What
had a
was that?
question. Darkest self, it says everything you say seems a promise. Everything you hear seems a promise.
You're not your dark self. I'm
Yeah.
Okay, so
You
it's
haven't
just
gone
when
into
you're
that
darkest
yet.
self. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
But yeah, so let's go to Serapha, Mr. Lowell.
Mhm.
Are you like following him as he walks through the halls with these like warped mirrors?
I think that like one, I want to fictionally clarify that the type of vampire I am can't be seen in mirrors. So he probably
okay.
doesn't know. He doesn't know that I'm following him.
Well, he can hear you.
I'm trying to be sneaky. Is there like a move I can make to not make noise?
I mean, you can be sneaky. I feel like
Did you take off your shoes at the door?
Sure. Yeah.
I feel like if he like turns around, he'll see you standing there. But like he's also not focused on you, and all the mirrors are weird anyway. So
Yeah.
he's like, whatever.
And I want to actually like maybe there's no reason to be sneaky on Mr. Lowell, but I want to find Sam in here because I challenged her to like be in here alone for 10 minutes or whatever. Is there, because I wanna okay. I go up to Mr. Lowell. I'm not trying to be sneaky for him, and like maybe try and make sure like he doesn't like I tap on his shoulder and I turn him around to me.
What?
And I say, Mr. Lowell, maybe it would be better if I not a teacher came up to the kids, and I want to hypnotize him.
Okay. Roll that hypnotize.
Okay, so it is hot. And my intention is I want Mr. Lowell to make sure no one comes, because I want to go up to whoever's in here. He thinks I'm going to like be like, hey guys, like don't be misbehaving, blah, 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 or whatever. I want him to make sure no one comes after me. I want him to
Okay.
stop other people coming in.
Okay.
So if that works partially.
Okay, partial success. So I
I
believe you choose from a list.
do. His sanity becomes unhinged.
Okay.
So he's gonna do what I say. The hypnosis works, but he's gone a little cray.
Well, and he like stares at you for a moment, and he's like, "There's no more children in the funhouse. They are not allowed. I will stand right here, and by golly, if any of these kids try to get past me to this funhouse, I swear to goodness, I don't know what I'll do." And he like starts ranting.
And I say, perfect, Mr. Lowell. And then I go like further into the funhouse to try and corner
Sam and Eddie.
Yeah.
So you're walking, and you can just hear his voice echoing weirdly off of all of this curved glass. And you hear two other voices in the distance. The other three, you get to the door to the funhouse, and Mr. Lowell is standing there. And he says, no, you turn around right now. No more children in the funhouse. It's at capacity.
We have to do our project. What are you talking about?
It's a fire hazard. I'm tired of kids breaking regulations. We have them for a reason. Leave.
We're here so we can do our
I
physics
will
project.
call security on you, young lady.
I cast Wither on him.
I was gonna, yeah, okay.
You do
I was
what
gonna.
on him?
Wither.
I'm sure you could do a part of the project somewhere else. And I snicker at them.
So
No,
you're
just
casting Wither.
I'm gonna look him like deep in the eyes, and I say some like crazy Latin, and I think it's something that like makes him stop what he's doing. Like maybe there's
What
like a sharp pain in his leg or something, and we're able to just like get past him.
Okay, roll me that hex casting.
And hex is
She
dark.
gives him a really bad Charlie horse.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Yeah,
you already know.
So basically, his muscles in his legs like start to-
partial.
Spaz out.
So on a 7 to 9, it works, but choose one. The casting does you 1 harm. The hex has weird side effects. You trigger your darkest self.
Oh shit.
It has, I'm gonna say it has weird side effects, and it makes my own leg kind of like tingly, like it's falling asleep. So I'm
Okay,
like,
so you start limping too.
I'm like walking awkwardly now.
And he's like stomping around and yelling, and then suddenly he's like, god damn, starts hitting his leg. Damn, Charlie horse.
I'm like, guys,
I
go,
do a shit stretch before I went on this damn field trip. You kids,
just go.
go
in.
I see you. Wait till I'll catch up with you.
We gotta do our project. Bye.
So the 3 of you just dash past into the funhouse after.
Yeah.
Serica, you round a corner and you see Sam and Eddie. They're writing on the sheet.
And I like glare at Sam and I'm like, I knew you couldn't do it. Couldn't stand to be in here for 10 minutes alone. I see how it is. And I look at Eddie and I'm like, it doesn't even matter. Both of you are no match for me. And I'm gonna
they like look up and look in the mirrors and then turn around and see you standing there and they're like, what the fuck?
And I'm gonna I don't have any strings on either of them because they're not PCs. But I'm gonna look at Eddie and I'm gonna try and hypnotize him. And the intention is I want him to stay perfectly still. And basically I'm like, you've been curious for a long time, haven't you, Eddie? Well, now it's time for you to see what I really am. And afterward, it'll be your turn. And then, like, that's the purpose of the hypnosis. I want him to just stand and watch. And then I'm going to also...
Okay, so you're hypnotizing him to, like, basically not interfere.
Yeah. I don't know how to spell this. Partial success. So he realizes exactly what I've done to him.
Okay, so he's like stuck and trembling and like fully aware in his mind that you've done something to him, but he's like unable to act and he's just like forced to watch this ensuing horror.
Yeah, and then I just leap on Sam. I'm fuck everyone. I'm gonna do what I want. These humans are nothing to me.
Okay, Sam is totally like, what the fuck, starts screaming. Eddie can't speak or move or anything. The other 3, you hear screaming abruptly begin from further within the funhouse.
I'm beelining it.
Just like start Terminator running.
Yeah. I'm limping behind you.
Yeah, so I feel like Zach is the first one to like skid around the corner and see her doing it again.
Yeah. Do I notice, is she surrounded by mirrors at this point still?
Yeah, but I'm
you
not
all are.
reflected in them.
Right. So do I notice that, or am I too like enthralled in emotions to not be paying attention to something like
That's
that?
up to you.
Oh, okay. I think I'd probably not actually. I don't notice it at this point. If I was a little more calm, I probably would. But yeah, I like come around the corner and are you like kneeling down over Sam at this point?
I mean, how long is it between her, like me, like leaping on her and them coming around the corner? Because
It's
like
seconds,
I
'cause
am,
they started sprinting.
but I am like in a real bad way. I'm probably like tearing at her neck and it's probably like all tore
Right.
up and like she's gonna die.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
No, so I like scream out. I'm like, not again, and I run up and I like use my arm to body slam her into the side mirror to the side.
That's definitely a physical lash out if you could roll plus volatile.
And I want to pull a string if I can.
To do extra harm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Provided you succeed.
provided I succeed. Yeah. Let's see. Volatile.
Can I use my strings to save her from harm?
You can make a roll to like you could like shut Zach down, or you could lash
Okay.
out physically as well.
I try to shut Zach down then.
Okay, let me see that roll.
So his action stands though, right?
Yeah.
So you choose one for the 7 to 9 lash out physically, and then she can try and.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I would just want to become my darkest self at this point.
What does that mean?
yeah, read us your darkest self.
You transform into a terrifying wolf creature.
Shit.
You crave power and dominance, and those are earned through bloodshed. If anyone attempts to stand in your way, they must be brought down and made to bleed. You escape your darkest self when you wound someone you really care about, or the sun rises, whichever happens first.
Oh, this is perfect because if he acts, well, you don't care that much about me yet, though.
I really don't. No.
I think that Cordelia is gonna get.
I do care about Cordelia, though.
I was gonna say maybe I push her into.
I have plans.
Well, first, Sarah, you take 2 harm.
I take 2 harm. Shit.
He pulled a string to add 1 harm.
Right. Got it.
Zach turns into a werewolf.
Fuck.
Luna may not be terribly surprised about that, or maybe you are. Cordelia, you probably had no idea that was going to happen. Eddie's eyes get like fractionally wider, but he's still like unable to move.
And like I've been shoved into the mirrors, so it's kind of obvious that there's no me on the other side of the mirror reflecting back.
There's a lot of shit going on. Cordelia, what do you do?
I don't have a token for Zach, but I want to grab him, which might kill me, and look deep into your eyes, like trying to find your Zach eyes in there somewhere. And I want to try to bind you, Zach, from doing harm. Harm to others and harm to yourself.
So it sounds like first she probably has to keep her cool because Zach is a fucking werewolf.
You have to keep your cool. Zach, Cordelia is definitely trying to get in your way, which is not allowed as per your darkest self.
Right.
So first, Cordelia, keep your cool, and let's see if you can even get yourself up to snuff to do this, attempt to do this.
And I'm guessing that's cold, and I have negative cold. So here we go.
Yeah.
Do you have any strings on me? You can get +1 to my.
I do have a string on you.
If you need the +1, you can use it.
I probably do. I'm gonna use it.
A string is not gonna help you.
Mm-mm.
So what does it look like when you like try to get in the way, but like you're too terrified? Like what does that look like for Cordelia?
I have every intention of like stealing myself because I know this spell. Perhaps I've used it before. And when I get to him and I look into his face, I just completely drop my cool. And I think I run away. I think I just I let him go. And I'm like terrified.
So roll me a runaway plus volatile.
Yeah. Oh shit. It's not good, guys.
You can't get out. You tried.
Your legs still, you're like limping.
Yeah, I'm like, cramp. I'm afraid.
Let's see. Let's look at your character sheet here. Because there's some options here. No, I feel like you like try to run away. Zach, you smell fear and you notice prey running away from you.
Where is Luna position wise?
Well,
Are
I'm trying
are
to
you trying to
say
I just didn't know if you were trying to beat us to her or not. Like, are you
I
still
was trying to,
or-
yeah.
I think Zach is just the fastest runner for a number of
Yeah.
reasons.
I know I come up later, but my first instinct is I see Serica hurt, so I run over to her.
But yeah,
And,
you notice this like little rabbit smelling person running away from you, Zach, and you're like full on wolf mode.
because she's
I'm just trying to
afraid.
I'm just trying to get an idea of what the timing was. If Luna was like trying to run past me to her before Jess's character started running away.
I think mechanically Jess's action happened first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll run after her then, because I mean that's
She
what
smells like prey.
yeah, I mean basically. So what is that?
Are you gonna lash out physically at her as well?
Oh yeah, because she didn't actually get away. She just tried to get away.
Yeah.
I'm like on the floor probably.
Can I pull a string as my darkest self?
Yeah. Why? What are
Okay.
you pulling it to do?
Well, I was gonna see if I could pull a string. Because I don't know if I have to be mentally like stable to do that kind of stuff. But I was gonna pull the one string that I have on her to get her to just stay in place and not run away.
That
Like
would be
Maybe, like,
intimidate her.
want.
Yeah, like intimidate her to just like stay put, essentially.
I think you can use a string to do that if Cordelia takes the experience point
Okay.
and does it.
Okay.
Yep. So Zach is like wolfed out, snarling at Cordelia in the corner. Sam's dead AF. Eddie is like still like hypnotized and like well aware. He's just paralyzed. He's not actually out of it at all mentally. Serica is laying on the floor, and Luna, you rush over to her.
Serica, are you okay? And I like try to wake her up.
Well, I'm not asleep. I'm like holding my head where I
Oh,
hit
you're
the
on the
mirror.
ground. Okay.
I'm like holding my head where I hit the mirror, and I'm like glaring. I look vicious.
So
Like,
here's the question.
mhm.
Has Zach put you in your place, or are you still your darkest self?
Put in your place, put in your rightful place by someone more powerful than you. That's a hard one. I don't know. I mean, he definitely hurt me, but it
Mhm.
was maybe, yeah, maybe like I see him like Hulk out and he like throws me like I'm nothing. And like I like get up and I'm like holding my head and I just like I look like my instinct would have been to like go back at him. Like for a second, I'm just like my whole body is tensed as though I was gonna like jump after him. And then like I look to you like next to me and I look back at him and I realize like he's a werewolf. That's he's and I'm just like I look over at Sam and I'm just like, oh shit.
I feel like when you come to, Eddie's hypnosis breaks. Question mark. He was not to interfere with whatever you did to Sam,
That's true. Yeah.
and it's done.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So he like you hear like him make a gasping inhale, and then he starts shrieking at the top of his lungs, and it like echoes off of the glass, and it's like ear piercing.
And I look at Luna and I'm like, Luna, you have to help me. And basically like I want to ask you to deal with calm down or whatever Eddie in return for a string. Like I'm gonna like you get experience. I give up a string on you for you dealing with Eddie's fucking manic panic attack.
I take it and I go over. I'm like, of course. And I go over to Eddie and I look at Eddie and I just like like put my hands on his shoulders and just like rub around his shoulders. I'm like, Eddie, it's
So it sounds
calm
like
down.
the best fit for this is to turn someone on.
Yes.
You're like using your charm to get him to calm down.
Yes.
So give me that hot roll. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So on a 10 plus, you gain a string on Eddie. And Eddie chooses to, I think in this case he gets embarrassed and acts awkward, and he like stops shrieking and he's like, sorry, it just I don't know what happened there.
It's okay, Eddie.
it's-
Anybody would have reacted that way.
And I'm like placing myself to kind of
Yes.
block the view of Sam on the ground. I'm just like, yeah, everything is fine.
I
And
remember
I like,
what you did though.
nobody did anything, Eddie.
I'm pretty sure she bit Sam's neck out.
Eddie. And I like turn him around to look away. Eddie.
But there's a wolf over there.
Yeah, that's a big
Eddie.
problem. You should go deal with that problem. Wolves
There's
are
shit
bad.
going on. Luna, like,
Eddie, it's all gonna be okay. I
You're
think
right.
you hit your head too hard. Let's get you out of here. And I walk him out.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna get.
Do you
somebody.
do you try to walk past me?
I mean,
Maybe
We
they go
walk
back the other way.
away from you. Like, because you're focused on Cordelia and we walk kind of like around you. Like we skirt.
I mean,
around
there's
you.
2 directions to the funhouse. You can go out either way.
Oh, perfect. Then we go out the other way.
Like there's a way in and a way out. You
Yeah,
can
I
go
was
out the
just
way
trying-
in or out.
I was just trying to be clear about who was going where.
And as I go out, I tell Eddie, you're not going to tell anybody about this, are you? Because I think you hit your head too hard.
I've
and
been
we wouldn't
studying
want
her all
anybody to
year. I'm
think-
telling everybody.
Oh, fuck.
Eddie,
I'm gonna post all of this on my live journal. You don't understand.
Eddie, I don't think you're going to tell anyone anything, are you?
I'm gonna be famous.
I'm putting this on my blog.
Do you have? Is there a move for this?
Yeah, are you trying to turn him on again to get him to shut up?
Yeah, fairy contract.
Oh my god, he would have an LJ. That's hilarious.
Oh, you're gonna get him to promise you. Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna
Okay.
blow up on Tumblr.
So I just roll a hot roll again, right?
Mhm.
Partial succeed.
Okay, so on 7 to 9, Eddie can give you a string or choose one of the reactions. Yeah, whatever. Like, I won't post it. Okay, like nobody would believe me anyway.
Aw.
Exactly. You hit your head, and this kind of stuff isn't real. I think you're just I think you're in this dream state. I would be really, really worried about you. And we don't want anybody thinking you're crazy, right? And I like am brushing his hair.
I mean, everybody thinks I'm weird already, but
No, you're not. I don't think you're weird.
kind
Aw.
of like blushes a little bit. So while the situation outside is calming down, Cordelia is cornered by a werewolf, and Serica is very injured.
Yeah. I look at Cordelia, and you've helped me out before. You might not remember it or know that you helped me out, but you
Mhm.
did. So I'm gonna spend my last string on Zachary, and I'm gonna tell him he has to stay here. Basically, it's inescapable. You may spend a string on someone to demand they remain in your presence. If they still walk out on you, gain 2 strings on them. So basically, I'm redirecting him. I'm like, you don't want her. You want to come at me. Like, I'm the real threat here, wolf boy. And
heck.
I look back at you and I'm like, get out of here. So I'm spending
Yes.
you can, if they still walk out on you, if you choose to chase after her, I gain 2 strings on you. But
Yeah, so
I mean,
Zachary-
this whole time I've been going I guess, struggling with, because yeah. So
Fuck
it's
up.
yeah, basically. So yeah, I'm very easily swayed at this point
Mhm.
because I'm very torn as to what action I'm going to take in this furor. Because I don't know if I've transformed at any point before, so
Oh.
this is all like,
You don't even know what's going on.
yeah, I don't even know what's going on, so I'm like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah.
So yeah, if that's the case, then no, I definitely turn my attention towards her instead.
Yeah, and I like look at you, Cordelia, over his shoulder, and I'm just like, get out. Like, you can't. And Sam is like on the ground behind me, like totally dead and like
Yeah.
bleeding everywhere. And like you can probably notice, like, if you've calmed down at all, if you're not totally freaked out, that like, hello, no reflection. There's mirrors everywhere. It's super obvious.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to like, one of you is a vampire. I mean, one of you is a werewolf. So like other things are possible now. But is it, can I like
You can do whatever you
run
want.
away now? Cause don't I have like a fear condition or something?
No, that was
No, I mean, you can limp away very slowly because you gave yourself a Charlie horse.
Okay. I thought I was like terrified of
Oh, I
Zach.
told her I intimidated her to stay in place.
Yeah, but once you turn your attention away, that doesn't like necessarily hold.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't leave the fun house. I think I like go and cower like behind one of the mirror walls or something. And I'm just like watching.
so you
What's
just
going
get
on?
like you get out of the immediate vicinity.
I get myself out of the way and I like go and like hide behind a mirror.
So I think in the final bits of this, our final confrontation is the trope that we wanted to avoid at the beginning. But we got here any fucking way. It's
This
vampires
is
versus werewolves. Let's fucking
Underworld
go.
2. And
What do you two do?
Sorry about it.
Do you have any strings on me?
Yeah, I have 2 more.
Oh, okay, never mind. I can't hypnotize you. So I guess I try. I look at you and I'm just like, you don't want to hurt me. You don't want to hurt anyone. You need to calm the fuck down. And I'm trying to hypnotize you, but it's not working.
And then
it's
in my
freaking
process of like trying to like shake it off and not keep eye contact with her, I notice Sam on the ground and it reminds me of Nate and like just violence in general, and I don't like what I am and I don't like what she did, and why the fuck am I like this? What the fuck? And I just like go into this weird confused, oh my fucking god, it just needs to stop, and I lunge at her.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that physical lash out.
Let's see.
That volatile road.
Can you pull a string after you've made the roll, or do you have to declare it before you make the roll?
I think you can, if you're, what do you want to pull a string to do? Are you adding 1 harm? Because that's the.
I don't need to do that, I don't think. I think she's already at 3 or 4, but so if it works, then it is what it is. No, I mean, I just don't know if I wanted to add 1 to the roll, if it would end up making a difference or give them a condition. I would probably pick between the 2, depending on what the roll is.
Oh, I think you have to choose to pull the string first. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
because then you could just be like, oh, never mind, you know.
Right. No, I'll just keep what I have then.
Okay.
So this is volatile, we said?
Mhm.
Okay.
You got 2 strings. You might as well use 1, dude.
Can I
know,
come
but
back in or no?
But
Or
if this
is it
doesn't
late?
work, if this doesn't work
Eddie
though,
is still freaking out.
I don't want you mind tricking me if this doesn't work. Let's see, where volatile roll. I've got so many windows open. Okay. Kill the vamp.
Hang.
No.
Amazing. So I feel like Zach lunges at you, Sarah, but you see it coming and you move out of the way and he smashes into the mirror. Glass shatters everywhere, all over the funhouse room that you're in. Zach is disoriented. What do you do?
I'm pretty hurt, but I told Cordelia to run away, and like I owe her, and I got Luna out of here, and she's like the only person that I know that isn't scared of me, and knows what I am. And so like I turn to face him, and I know that like I could just run and try and ditch, but he's a fucking werewolf. And like if he gets out of here, who knows what he's gonna do. So I think instead I don't know anything about how to get him out of his darkest self, so I'm just gonna try and like gosh. Oh, can I try and like gaze into the abyss to figure out a way to get him to stop being Wolfman?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to gaze into the abyss to figure out a way to get him to stop being Wolfman. If I know, I've been alive for a while. I know shit about shit. Yeah.
Yeah, give me that dark roll. Roll into the darkness.
It's gonna be great.
There you go. Partial success.
So 7 and 9, the abyss shows you confusing and alarming visions, but you get your answer nonetheless.
So you get a series of confusion images. You see the woods at night. You see Zach come up to you, and he's holding out a phone very close to you. And you're confused and don't understand, and you lash out and bite him in the arm. And then it like fast forwards in a really weird way. And you see like this person, like it's first person, and the hands like come down from the face, and they're like hairy wolf hands, and then they turn into human hands. And you look down and you see like this like old lady dead on the floor. And then the voice starts shouting, no, what have I done? And you like snap back to it.
So basically what I understand from that is like he needs to hurt somebody, and obviously it's not me because that didn't work. So I guess against my better judgment, I decide to let him loose on the theme park, and I go to run out the door because I don't want to sacrifice my immortal life trying to get him to hurt me again. It didn't work the first time, so I'm gonna try and run away and hope that, I don't know, he runs into someone that'll make him stop being a Wolfman.
So here's our last scene.
Okay.
We see Luna and Eddie like cuddling right outside the funhouse, and then like Serica comes charging out of the funhouse, followed very closely by a large wolf man, and like people start screaming. And like Mr. Lowell is like laying in the front of the funhouse, like raving, and like Miss Chambers is like waving smelling salts in her face, and Cordelia is sitting in the funhouse still like, what the actual fuck happened? There were many news stories written about the massacre that happened at Fun World that day. No one really knows what happened. But several high schoolers' lives were lost in this tragic accident. I think it was something from the freak show that the fair has, and PETA has successfully shut down the freak show and lobbied for better treatment of the circus animals on the premises.
Yay, everybody wins. Yay.
And Zach has not been seen.
Yeah, Zach was lost in this.
Zach.
This
Zach ran off into the woods and was never seen again.
Oh.
Well,
Wow.
Good job, team. We have a couple more minutes left. Let's do some quick outros. Tell us who you are, where they can find you, and what else you're doing. Roll20CON, if anything. Starting with Blue Jay.
Hi, I'm Blue Jay, and if you ever find yourself craving human blood, you can always come to me. I will teach you the ways. You can find me at twitch.tv/BlueJay or on Twitter at BlueJay_712 or right here on twitch.tv/Roll20app on Thursdays and Fridays for The Burning Wheel and The Sprawl.
Awesome. Yes.
Thanks for watching, guys. Roll20, thanks for letting me be part of this. I love it so much. I'm Silden on the internet. I'm Silden on Twitter. I'm Silden on Twitch. I just updated my website a little bit, silden.com, and there you can find the link to Prophecy, which is our awesome Misclicks D&D campaign 5e that we just finished. You can watch it in its entirety. We have like an entire year of episodes. So if you need something to get into that. And I also have a link to Stephen Lumpkin's channel at Silent Osiris. And that's where I do Pendragon. It's a different tabletop system. And I do that Saturday mornings. So check that out too.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Rob.
I'm going to echo what Jess said first to get it out of the way. Definitely check out Prophecy. It is hilarious. And I am Rob. I am at Ishtara Wins on Twitter and Twitch. I played Zachary Binks, the rugged werewolf with some problems.
Plus, we're the Wolfman, formerly known as Zachary Binks.
Yeah, basically. You can keep up with me on Twitter. That's pretty much the best place. I will be posting announcements and retweeting stuff from Misclicks about shows that we have upcoming soon. So if you're not already following Misclicks and myself, please do that. We've got some new stuff coming out soon. Also, I'll just shout that out. We have a show coming out. Also, I made some stuff. I don't want to take credit for the poster. I did not make the poster, but I did repurpose the poster into all of the overlays that we're using.
They are beautiful.
They're pretty beautiful, I have to say. But anyway,
I'm sorry you ever have to look at mine.
I swear, there's such a huge difference between artist files and graphic designer files. It's just like
mine is layer 52.
Yikes.
Blur 734. Yeah, but anyway, that's me. I make things. I'm on their internet. Thank you for watching. I love you.
V.
I'm V Parlofois everywhere. Twitch, Twitter, my website, everything. I'm a glass artist along with Twitch streamer, so you can follow me if you want to see my live streams, do IRL and travel the world sometimes too. I also play on Misclicks on Tuesday night again, 6 to 9 we play on a show called Devotion. So if you guys want to check that out, that'd be awesome, and hopefully see more D&D from me in the future because it's awesome and I love it, and I was really glad to play with you guys tonight. So thanks for having me.
And I am Nacho Tigre, aka Tristaray at Trist_CHI on Twitter. I want to thank everybody for coming, not just to this game, but to Roll20CON. If you haven't already, make sure you make a donation to Cybersmile so we can combat cyberbullying and shut assholes like Nate down without biting their necks out.
Hell yeah.
I donated to Cybersmile and shut assholes like Nate down by biting their necks out. So.
I do not advise violence. Don't do that and say that Misclicks told
Not
you.
IRL.
Misclicks does not endorse biting people.
Yeah,
No.
don't grab anyone by the throat.
Unless they're okay with it, work that out amongst yourselves.
Right, yeah.
But also, we have a really awesome t-shirt. Make sure you check that out. The art pack you get for donating literally just $1 is also pretty sweet. So there's some benefits for you too. We will be back in a few more minutes, and make sure you stay tuned for Blades in the Dark, run by the GM in residence, Adam Coble, with Blue Jay, her damn self, Elf, and Shade Master in Chief, Andrew, who has been throwing hella shade in our chat. Yeah, so thank you guys so much. You'll see me later, you'll see Bluge later, but Jessica and Rob, thank you so much for lending your faces to our cameras.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks.
Bye.
We love you.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.